It happened, folks. It happened. We are live here on Chicago Bears Now. I am Harrison Graham. The Chicago Bears have traded the number one pick to the Carolina Panthers. Full details. Let's go ahead and show the details off the top here, Trace, and then we'll let the audience react. Here it is. The Bears receive Carolina's first and second round picks this year, number 9 and number 61 overall. They get a first next year from Carolina and a second in 2025. They also receive DJ Moore, a true number one wide receiver, to help Justin Fields. Carolina then gets the number one overall pick. Now, Ryan Poles had said previously he thinks he could get a 24 and 25 first-round pick. Instead of getting that third first-round pick, he took DJ Moore and an extra second, which I'm totally fine with. You needed another weapon on this offense. It's not a good receiver free agency class. So, quite frankly, with DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, and Chase Claypool, Velus Jones, and St. Brown, you might be done at receiver. Maybe you draft someone in the middle rounds, but I do wonder if this takes Jackson Smith and Jigba out of play. We'll just have to wait and see. If you're pumped about the trade, type me down in the comments. I was at home actually getting prepared, getting some graphics and stuff ready to go for when this does happen, and then boom, it happened. So type me in the comments. We'll get some shout-outs going here on the channel, and let's have a day, folks. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here with all of you. Victor, Jamil, Johnny, Bears fan, Mr. Normack. We got Mr. Dad, Kevin, Jason, Sandeep, John Wharton, Luke, Carter, Tim Baker, Nameless. We got Liam, Mo Cheeks. Type me in the comments below. And what I will say is this, is we'll try to get your questions on the show today. Super chatting's probably going to be the only way it happens because we have 1,500 people watching live and counting. So if you want to give your thoughts, if you have any questions, super chat. You can use hashtag Bears if you don't want to super chat, but can't really promise those will make it on the show. Jeff Stewart saying, Ryan Daddy Poles made the whole fan base brick up. Brick by brick, baby. Let's go. Shout out Jeff Stewart. Rashard Lee saying, Justin Fields got his number one wide receiver. And exactly, right? You know, sure, Poles could have taken a third number one or a first-round pick instead, perhaps, but I almost like this better. You still get an extra second, and you get DJ Moore, who's an excellent route runner. I like this a lot. I like this a lot for Justin Fields. It also shows me that they believe in Justin Fields to get him a weapon like this. So let's party, man. I'm excited about it. If you're pumped about the trade, like this video, and we'll bring producer Trace on here in a minute as well. He's hanging out, so you guys will hear from him. I'm tweeting out the video real quick. Here we go.
All right, I'm going to give some shout-outs to those of y'all who liked the video, who are typing me. If you're pumped, get me's in the chat. Brian Whitlow typing FGB. It's always FGB in the chat.
Let's
it's
go.
always FGB. 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 FGB.
By the way, guys, I don't know if y'all have seen Trace on Bears in a while. Let me just say this about Trace. He likes to party. He wants to party, so like the video for him. And if you guys keep sending in some super chats, some bigger ones, we're ready to drink with you guys. We got the Trulies, the Fireball. He's got the Freedom Funnel, which is like a beer bong. He's ready to go.
Oh, it's time to party. The Bears have fleeced the Carolina Panthers. It's time to go. Like, if we ain't going, we ain't going. So let's get this thing rolling.
I'm excited. Shout out to the real ones. We're ready to rock and roll here. Everyone hanging out. I could kiss Ryan Poles right now. I'm hyped. Let's go, man.
Let's do it.
Let's freaking go. Let's party. Chef's kiss to Daddy Poles. Daily Basis says, let Poles cook. A+ for the trade down. Absolutely. Yeah, and look, we have a lot of videos that we'll be doing now that the Bears have traded down from 1 to 9. We'll have to do a new updated draft targets video, a new mock draft. I mean, with the content. Hey, let's go. What? What's that? I don't know what he just said. TJ says, do we now go defensive line in the draft at number 9 or O-line? That's a good question. That is a very good question. I don't know. it'll depend who's available. Like, I think that could be a sweet spot for a guy like Peter Skronsky or Paris Johnson Jr. Will Tyree Wilson fall to 9? I don't think he'll fall that far. You won't go receiver now, I don't think. So, maybe you trade down again. Who knows? Who knows? Poles has this under control. Relentless Mike, he says, let's go, shots. All right, I think we should set some prices, Trace. Set some prices. I think $10 shots. Is that in the works? Yeah, Trace is cooking up a super chat menu, which you'll have to get a wheel ready too if we're going with that menu. But we'll make it happen here. Trace is cooking it up. I think it's going to be $10 shots. So Jaxo, who just sent in a 10, I'll go ahead and take one for him. Shout out to Jaxo. Thomas with the 5. We'll make it happen. Let's party. There we go. Making it happen. The 10s are flying in, Trizzy. You may have to get your own bottle. Let's make it party. Let's make it party. Trizzy's fixing a graphic, then we'll be good to go. There we go. Beers cheers for 5. Fireball shots for 10. FGB. FGB. Trace and I will chant it for 30 seconds for a $20 super chat. $50, Trace will do a freedom funnel, which, Trace, you want to show them what that is real quick? And then for 100, I'll do a beer bong as well. So we're ready to have a good time. We're ready to party. Let's make this thing happen. Let's circle back to the trade details. We'll kind of recycle back to the news frequently throughout the show. If you're just joining us, over 2,000 people watching live. The Bears have traded the number 1 pick to the Panthers. They received the number 9 pick, the number 61 pick, a first next year, a second in 2025, plus DJ Moore for the number 1 pick. I love the trade. I think it's good value. You do it before free agency, so now if you're Ryan Poles, you enter free agency with kind of a clearer picture in your head of what you want to do, and I, for one, am fired up about it. We'll catch up on some super chats, but Trizzy, show the people the freedom funnel and explain how this thing works.
So you pour your drink right here. There's a hole. There's a hole down here. You go rip it, tip it, and you sip it. It's the coolest thing in the world. It's the coolest thing since sliced bread, and it's a hell of a lot cooler than Great Britain. USA all the way, baby. USA all the way.
The freedom funnel's ready to go. We are ready to go here at Bears Now. Let's catch up on some super chats, and then we'll probably break down this trade in further detail, and then we'll party for a while if you guys want to. So we're here for you guys. That is just how it's going to go. Chicago Mike says, a rainbow clapperboard with the words behind the scenes. I like it, Chicago Mike. Jaxo with the 10. I already took a shot for this one. He says the Bears can use the number 9 pick for OL or wide receiver. I also don't think Poles is done. Yeah, I mean, I think Poles is going to be a busy man this offseason. I guess we'll have to see what the updated cap implications are after the DJ Moore addition to this football team. We'll have to see. I don't know what DJ Moore's cap hit is. So DJ Moore has a $20 million hit this year, so they'll still have about $75 million to spend, which is still the most in free agency. So they're in a good spot. Thomas with the 5. Beers cheers for that. Mike with the 10. That's another shot. DJ to the Bears. We're going to the chip, baby. I'll do a turkey shot with you. Hey, let's ride. Does he mean wild turkey there, Trace? The whiskey?
Hey, wild turkey whiskey, that's a way to get the party started.
Listen, it's basically 5 o'clock. It's 5:12.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere in the wise words of Jimmy Buffett.
Let's go. Benjamin Jones, chances of trading down again. I think there is still a chance. Now, you go from 1 to 9, so like if you're trading down again, you're moving outside the top 10. But I do think there could be a chance. I don't think it would happen soon, though. I think it would probably be like a draft night or very close to the draft scenario, considering they have gone down from 1 to number 9. Tanner says, did we take the shot for Tanner? I don't think we did. So, Tanner, let's go to James Thomas, too. Cheers. He says, OMG, aging UK Bears fan from the UK. Maybe Virginia gets to see a Super Bowl before she goes. That'd be awesome if she did. She's getting up there. I think she turned 100, I think, recently. So, we'll see. I'm hoping she at least sees some competitive football this year. Andrew with the 10, and Trace, I got to tell you, you're going to have to start helping me out here. You may have to go get a bottle of your own because the fan base is ready to rock. I mean, can you blame them? They're ready to party.
Not even a little bit. It's a Friday too, so it's the weekend, so I get it.
Trace is gonna go get his bottle of liquor. So let's continue to talk about this trade a little bit. I mean, look, I'll just pull up the NFL trade chart here. Let me see if I can find it here. So there's a trade chart that kind of guesstimates what each pick is worth. So basically, the number 1 pick is worth 3,000 points, we'll call it, right? The number 9 pick is worth 1,350. The number 61 pick is worth about 300. So that gets you to about 1,650 out of 3,000. You get a first next year, which just call it like a late first round this year. So that would be, let's just say it's the 30th pick, 620 more points. So that gets you to about 2,200 points. You get a second this year or next or in 2025. We'll count that as a third this year. So 250 more, and then you get DJ Moore. So it adds up pretty accurately, I would say, because DJ Moore is worth the first round pick. So there you go. Let's talk about Manscaped, our sponsor here on Chicago Bears Now. Listen, I have gotten used to their new products. The Beard Hedger, which I absolutely love. They have taken their men's grooming products north with the Beard Hedger, a great beard trimmer there. They've got a bunch of products that come with it, a comb, oil, shampoo. You get some scissors there, obviously the Beard Hedger product itself, and goodbye to multiple guards. There's nothing worse than a huge drawer at your house being filled with these guards. It's on one rotator, 20 different guard links on one deal. You don't have to have all these different ones. They also launched their new Weed Whacker, the Weed Whacker 2.0, which trims your nose and ear hairs. Get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. The new Weed Whacker 2.0 offers improved blades and skin-safe technology with a no-tugging guarantee. It's never been so painless to clean things up, nose and ear hairs. You're good to go. Use promo code BEARS20 at manscaped.com. That's manscaped.com, promo code BEARS20. I think the link is in the doc, Trace. You can just throw that in the live chat. Manscaped.com, promo code BEARS20. All right, back to the trade here. As we just broke down, I think it's a good trade. You get Justin Fields a number 1. You still stay in the top 10. You get a second this year. So now you have 2 seconds, 53 and 61. You get a first next year. You get a second in 2025. And you still have a lot of flexibility to move around if you still want to. So I like where the Bears sit. DJ Moore, by the way, let's just pull up his stats from last year. Do we have him, actually? We do have a bio. So last year, 888 yards, 7 touchdowns. But remember, Carolina had like 3 or 4 touchdowns, or 3 to 4 different quarterbacks play last year. You look at his last 4 years, he's been a pretty consistent 1,200 yard guy. So I would put him in that like second tier of number 1 wide receivers. Like he's not, prime DeAndre Hopkins or something like that, but kind of think different style receiver. But like when Allen Robinson was here, right? Like he was a number 1. That's what DJ Moore is. He's, top 15 type of receiver, top 20 in this league. He's a number 1. He's a good player. Really, really good player. I don't know if it prevents you from getting another receiver. Do we have the receiver depth chart, Trace? Let's flash that real quick. I think where things sit right now, you're looking pretty good. I mean, DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, Equinemius St. Brown, and Velus Jones. That's kind of your core 5. And then maybe you draft someone in the middle rounds. Hell, if they love Jackson Smith and Jigba, maybe they still draft him at number 9. Who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. What's your one-word reaction to the trade? We'll get some shout-outs here, then we'll get to that some more super chats. One-word reaction to the trade. I'll get some shout-outs going here. Get some shout-outs here. Meh from Brett. Wow from Terry. I love it from Chicago. We got, let's see, Fleece from Justin Fried Chicken. Carson says yes. Carlos says he likes it. Johnny likes it. AB. Someone says, who does DJ most resemble? Honestly, I think he's a better Mooney. Like, they're actually similar-ish. They really are. They really are. Now, DJ Moore's a little taller at 6 foot, but good route runners, separate, speed. He's kind of a better Mooney, honestly. Similar type of player. If you're pumped about this trade, like this video. I'll tell you what. When we get to 1,000 likes, Trace and I will do a beer bong race. He has his Freedom Funnel. We'll get another bong in here, whether it's the Merbonga or whatever it is, and we will race. Once we get to 1,000 likes, we're at 451 likes right now. So once we get to 1,000, we will make that happen. So like the video, and we'll do a beer bong race at 1,000 likes. Let's go to the Prodigy here with the 10. Was that last one we were on a 10, Trace? It might have been. Let's see. So these next 2 are 10, so let's each take a shot here, Trizzy.
Let's go.
I got to read that last one, though. I'll read this one, then we'll go back. Nolan Smith or Tyree Wilson at 9? If Wilson is there, I would take Wilson. Nolan Smith had crazy testing numbers, though. He's a little small for a 4.3 edge, but he's a damn good athlete, man. He's a damn good athlete, so I would be intrigued by that one. Joseph Gilliam, what a great start to the weekend. Hashtag the Bears. No doubt. Beers cheers. Go to two supers ago, Trace. I can't remember if I read
Prodigy.
that one. Yes, this is the one. Let Poles cook. DJ Moore, 5,200 yards, 21 touchdowns with terrible QB play. We finally have a wide receiver 1. Now we need no line. We have 4 picks in the first 2 rounds in the next 2 years. JF1 is dancing. He's dancing. Let's go. Emiliano. Win trade, Skoronski or Van Ness at 9, or trade back again. No JSN for y'all. Would rather have had pick 39 than 61. Yeah, I mean, that's probably part of the price of taking DJ Moore in this deal, right? Like, if you don't take DJ Moore, you probably get 39 instead of 61, and that 2025 pick might be a first instead of a second. So, you know, you pick and choose. I'll give the Bears kudos for getting Fields another receiver. They've traded for 2 receivers in the past 6 months now. They traded for Chase Claypool and DJ Moore. They've got Darnell Mooney, too. That's a pretty solid trio if it can all come together. For Matthew Peterson, our boy Petey.
Cannonball coming!
Wide receiver check. O-line and free agency. D-line at number 9. Round 2. Best player available. NFC North lock. I love it, Petey. I still think D-line and free agency is also going to happen. I think you could take a Draymond Jones or a Javon Hargrave and then draft an edge at number 9. But yeah, O-line and free agency for sure. I think a right tackle is going to make a lot of sense. But then, yeah, I think round 2, BPA, you know, you could take a corner, a linebacker, another defensive lineman. So the Bears are going to have flexibility. Poppy Chulo sits. Any chance we look at Bijan now? I got to be honest. The thought crossed my mind. You take Bijan Robinson at number 9. Just hear me out. I'm not saying I would do it, but let's say the O-line's addressed in free agency. Like, obviously, if you go Bijan at 9, the defense isn't going to be great next year, probably, in that scenario. But an offense with Justin Fields, Bijan Robinson, Khalil Herbert, DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, and Cole Kmet, that's like 7 real players. Like actual, like, hey, these are good offensive players, not just like we can get by with these guys. So it's interesting, man. Ryan Poles has said this. We need blue chip players. Bijan Robinson's a blue chip player. Like, he's probably the safest player in this draft. Now, he's a running back. Positional value isn't great, but would I consider it? I mean, it's fun to think about. Could you imagine the read option game with Fields and Bijan? Whew. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Grade the Bears trade, A, B, C, D, or F. 74% on the live poll say A, B, C, D, or F. If you're saying D or F, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you're waiting for. We'll get some shout outs here. Master says A. Yeah, let's do a subby piece. Robert says A. Tresner says A. Let's ride. Let's ride. Keep shouting out. We got A from the Gabe, Tresner, Robert. Let's see. A++, Khalil, T-Flex, Caden, Randy. Subscribe to the channel if you want to stay in the know on all things Chicago Bears. And the Bears make a trade like this, we're obviously going live, so turn on your notifications. That way you know exactly when we go live. And let's have a little fun here, Trace. Little fun.
Let's go.
I'm going to put 90 seconds on the shot clock. We're 138 subs from 61,300. If we get to 61,300 in the next 90 seconds, you down to do a beer bong race?
I'm not only down, I am
You're
excited.
begging for it.
I need it.
So
I need it.
Subscribe to the channel right now. 90-second shot clock, 132 subs away. We got 2,800 people watching live. I know not all of you guys are subscribed. I'll tell you what. I'm going to turn on sub-only chat just to increase your chances. So if you want your comments to come through, you're going to have to subscribe and type FGB in the chat. That way I know you have subscribed. Ooh, Dragon said check Venmo. I'm checking Venmo, Dragon. I'm checking Venmo. Oh, he sent me a couple of tens. So if I just send you this, Trace, are you able to put them up? Does that work? I'll send him the name. We just need the name, right? And the price, right? Let's see. No rush. Brett, we'll get you on screen. Oh, we just got 100 from Brian. Brian. Shout out to Brian with the $100 super chat. 30 seconds if we want to get to 61,300 subs for a bonus race. Okay, cool. Sounds good. We'll get Brett Gillilam on screen when we can with those Venmos. Those are different graphics, so it takes a little more. It's not straight through our software, but we will make it happen. Shout out to Brian with the $100 super chat. That means I owe a beer bong, so we'll get that in here when we can. You want a message? Do we have the Merbonga available? That'd be dope. Thanks. If the Merbonga's free, that's the one I'll go with. Shout out to the real ones. You want to tell them about our draft channel? We've launched a new channel here at Chat Sports, by the way, guys. We have a brand new NFL draft. It should be the last L3 at the top chunk. Oh. I'll continue to tell you guys about it while Trace finds a graphic. But we launched a brand new NFL draft channel. We just crossed 2,000 subscribers on it. If you want more Bears and NFL draft content, go check it out. Help support the channel. Greg Monahan with the 100. Greg Monahan, we'll get to him in a second, but if you love the NFL draft, which you should this year because it's going to be exciting for the Bears, go subscribe to our draft channel. We'll hammer that link in the live chat. Go check it out. Publishing content over there almost every single day now, so go give that a look. I'm putting the link in the live chat. Shout out to Chase, and thoughts on the trade?
I think it makes sense for both teams.
Yeah, I think they're going to draft Stroud, by the way. I think they like Stroud.
Really?
Yeah, I think they like Stroud.
There's buzz at the price, but
We'll see. I think it's one of those two. I don't think Reich's a Richardson or Levis go for broke guy. He wants someone who can sit in the pocket and deliver the football. Yeah, so we'll see. If he's not worried about Bryce Young's height, I think they'll take him. But if he is, I think it'll be Stroud. Nah, we will though. All right, guys. We got to do a beer bong here, which my track record of doing these solo is suspect. Is that the correct word? Is that the correct word, Trace? So, listen, I didn't go to the Harvard of Arkansas like Trace did, so...
Not everyone's fortunate enough to do that. It's all right.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. We got a lot of super chats to catch up on, so we're having fun. But seriously, go check out our new draft channel. A lot of good content that's going to be over there. And the the Bears are still going to be heavily involved in the NFL draft, if not more so involved. They just won't have the number 1 pick, obviously. So let this stop fizzing a bit here, then we'll try to make this happen. Is this the one that's kind of broken, Trace? I really hope it's not. I think we're good. So here we go. Shout out Greg with the 100. My burner account, Harrison Graham's beard with the 5. I have no idea. Do you have to like... Hey, we're trying to work on the graphic. Go ahead and push this. Shout out Greg with the $10, or Brett, excuse me. Greg for the 100. Brett for the $10 Venmo. He sent in 2 of them. That's the QR code if you guys want to Venmo me. My Venmo handle is @HGramNFL. Usually it's a bigger graphic, but we're working on it. So shout out Brett for sending in a couple of those. You guys are absolute legends. So, Trace, do you have confidence in me that I can deliver here?
I know.
I need to exercise some demons.
I've never been more confident. Everyone get HG in the chat.
So the key is
Harry
just
Graham.
hold it up and straight when I'm ready?
So you'll twist, have your mouth on it, twist it, and then just lift it up.
Okay.
You got it.
We'll be good. I'm not going to pull a Jones. So.
Get the HGs in the chat for
I think
our
this
guy.
is a full screen. I need the flexibility here. So a lot of HG comments coming in, so Trace can shout those out, and I appreciate the inspiration here.
B. Hill, Wasim, Mop, Zeus, Tiawan, Marquise, William, Chris, Laura, Tresner, all type in HG. HG, 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 HG. Look at him go! Look at him go!
That was pretty easy. No damage. We're good. We're good to go. That was pretty straightforward, surprisingly. You guys saw me with the shot funts a couple of weeks ago. It was an ugly scene, but that's what we do here. So, all right, let's hit a few more supers, Trace. We'll start the cut, and then we'll keep this party rolling. Hey, I think for 1,000, we're at 514. So, if we get to 1,000, I'll do a beer boot.
Oh no! A whole boot?
And I'll take it to another level.
Here.
You ready for this?
Here. I can
ready
make
for
it
this?
special. Oh!
I was going to launch the Justin Fields beer boot at the start of free agency, but I will launch it today if we get to 1,000. This sticker will go on a beer boot, and I will chug it if we get to 1,000. And then on future shows, you'll have opportunities to get a sticker on the Justin Fields beer boot. So if we cross 1,000, we're already at 536. We're down to party, so let's make it happen. Brett Johnson is more worth the draft capital we didn't get. I think he is. It's a bad wide receiver free agent class. A lot of people aren't super high on the draft class at receiver either, so I like it. I like getting DJ Moore. I think it's a good move. FGB, this is another shot here. ESPN Chicago said there was no chance of the Bears getting to the playoffs next year. Here is to proving them wrong. Watch my always love my Bears and always FGB. Get the FGBs going. I still think this is a team on a long-term rebuild, but think about the division, guys. If Aaron Rodgers is not a Packer, which I don't think he will be, like Detroit's the favorite right now, I think the Bears can at least compete. I'm not saying they'll win the division, but the NFC is not super strong right now. I'm not saying I'd predict this team to make the playoffs, but I don't think it's impossible. I still think 2024 and beyond is when this team could really take off, but I do think this team will be much improved. Let's go to Ivan. Trace, this shot's going to be yours, my friend. Bear down. This gives me vibes of when we got A-Rob. Who do you think is better, A-Rob when we got him or DJ Moore now?
Hey, Graham, tap me
Tough
in.
to
You
say.
got a cut. Tap me in.
Tough to say. What do you mean tap you in? What is that? Oh, hey,
I'm
there,
in.
he's ready to
I'm
go.
in.
He's ready to go.
I'll drink for you, brother. I got you.
He's ready to go.
Got you.
Oh, by the way, we got a 20 just now, so FGB. 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 Shout out to the real ones. Get the FGBs going. Marty K, for those who didn't trust polls before, I think he's earned your trust now. He did exactly what he should have. That's essentially 3 firsts. Great job. Yeah, I think it's a good trade. I think he did a good job here. He helped this team this year, and he helped this team down the road. So now it's about hitting on the draft picks when those picks come. So cheers to him hopefully doing that. Antonio Williams, I think the Bears address O-line and Hargrave and free agency. Tyree with the 9th pick, center from Wisconsin with 2nd-round pick. Book it. Love the prediction. I would like a lot of that, by the way. Hargrave, O-line, center. I'd rather take John Michael Schmitz, the Minnesota center, but there's a handful of good ones in this draft, so they're going to have some options. Husker Bender, with this move, should we go defense or get JSN? I think JSN is less of a priority now, to be honest. I mean, we could just flash it real quick. This is another. Oh, this is the 20 we just chanted for. But let's show the receiver depth chart real quick. But you really look at this on paper, guys. I don't think this precludes the Bears from trading for a receiver. But DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, St. Brown, and Velus Jones, like. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't get another weapon. You can't ever have enough, but I don't think you have to force it. Like, I think you have a decent wide receiver room now. Like, they always had good secondary guys. They just needed that number one. Now, DJ Moore is not a top 5 receiver in the league, but he is a number 1. I think he's a good fit with Fields and his strengths, so I'm excited about that. Pico de Style Mutant. Bucks fan from here. Great trade for the Bears. I hope the Panthers draft Will Levis, LOL. I don't think they will. I think they'll take C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young, but we'll have to wait and see. Chris Ashford, Bears might have number 1 pick again next season, so of course Carolina's going to suck. Rookie QB, and they just gave up their best receiver. Hey, that'd be great if Carolina was picking in the top 5 and the Bears had that next year. That would be dope. How many do we got, if you had to guess? A lot. Let's hit like 5 more, go into the cut, then we'll catch up. Rocking with Trey, I think Mooney might be out. Maybe. Who knows? Would you trade him for a 2nd or a 3rd? I like Mooney a lot. It's a tough one. What an absolute haul. DJ Moore, also as confident as I was that would be the case. It's nice to have it set in stone with Fields as our guy. Let's go. Type JF1 in the comments. Antonio, I think Bears address O-line and sign Hargrave in free agency. Oh, we already saw this one. Appreciate it, Antonio. Master Wu, FGB. 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 He says, bear down, great trade with the Bears. If Jalen Carter is available at 9, would you draft him? I mean, if nothing else comes out of that situation, I would take him at 9. I mean, they're going to do some homework on him, but, I mean, he was a guy that could have gone number 1 to you. So if he's there at 9 and you feel comfortable about his situation, then it's damn good value. Michael Ortman, my lord, why are some giving this a DF grade? Could we trade back again? I think they could trade back again. I don't think it would happen until very close to the draft, but yeah, they absolutely could trade back again. Blaze Cat, Panthers got fleeced, O-line or D-line in the draft, and Poles looks like a genius. Time will tell. Time will tell. Time will tell. Who won the trade? We'll get some shout-outs, and then we're going to break down this trade in further detail. Type B for the Bears or P for the Panthers. Do presented by the way. Yep. B for Bears, P for Panthers. Who won the trade?
Also, guys, quick reminder. If you send in a super chat, stick around through the cut because we got to get the news and rumors ready for you. But we want to hang out afterwards. So if you send in a super chat, just stick around. We'll get to it right afterwards.
Yeah, we will get it done. So don't worry about that. Barry says Bears. So does Donald. Bears fan. Justin Fried Chicken. Legendary Sunday. We got Ashton. Let's see. Wolfgang. Luis. PJ says Panthers. We got Antonio saying Bears. Rod says Bears. Laura, Rick, Illuminate, Peloton, all saying Bears. So shout out to the real ones for hanging out. Subscribe to the channel, and let's break down the trade of the number 1 pick. Today's Chicago Bears breaking news is presented by Manscaped. Hey, the best men's grooming products out there, you're going to find them with Manscaped. 20% off plus free shipping when you go to manscaped.com. Use code BEARS20. That's going to get you 20% off. All right, breaking news. The Chicago Bears have traded the number 1 pick to the Carolina Panthers. There had been a ton of rumors leading up to free agency, which starts on Monday, about Ryan Poles wanting to move the number 1 pick before free agency, so he had a clear vision of what he wanted to do in free agency. That has happened. The Panthers have moved up from number 9 to number 1. So here are the full trade details, then we'll react in further detail. Bears trade number 1 to Carolina. They get the number 9 pick from the Carolina Panthers, number 61, first and second. They get a first in 2024, a second in 2025, and DJ Moore, who is a number 1 wide receiver. He's not a best receiver in the league, number 1 wide receiver like a Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, but he is a very, very good player. I love the trade. What say you? Grade the Bears trade. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know how you're feeling down in the comment section below. Drop a letter grade for the trade. For me, I'm giving it an A. I love it on paper. I think the value's good. And I love getting DJ Moore. Let's talk about DJ Moore now, who is in this trade. Statistically had a down year, but you got to remember with Carolina this year, guys, I think 4 different quarterbacks started games, and he still had 888 yards and 7 touchdowns. I think he missed a game or 2 as well. I mean, P.J. Walker was playing, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield. Who's that? Did Matt Corral start? I think he was actually hurt this year. It doesn't matter. They had so many guys slinging it in Carolina. He has a proven track record of being a really, really good receiver, and we'll talk about his track record here in a minute. But breaking news as well from Manscaped is they have launched new products, the best men's grooming products out there. They've gone north with their products with the Beard Hedger, which is a great product to trim your beard nice. I'm a huge fan of it. As a big beard guy myself, you get beard oil, beard shampoo, you get the cordless electric beard hedger to get things started. The best thing I like about it is it's waterproof, and it has a rotary wheel that gives you 20 hair cutting links, all with one guard, so no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. The Pro Kit also comes with 4 dermatologist-tested formulations for your post-trim care. That includes the beard shampoo and conditioner, beard oil, beard balm to moisturize right there, style and shimmer your new beard. Plus, the kit has 3 free gifts: a beard brush, comb, and scissors. What I also like that Manscaped has launched recently, the Weed Whacker 2.0. They have improved on their ear and nose hair trimmer with their advanced skin-safe technology with a no-tugging guarantee. It's never been so painless to mind your manholes right there. So get things cleaned up above your South Pole, if that makes sense, with their other products. Manscaped.com, promo code Bears20, get 20% off plus free shipping. The Beard Hedger, the Weed Whacker 2.0, they are fantastic. Check the link in the comments and in the description. All right, let's talk more about DJ Moore. So, again, his numbers were slightly down this year. He actually did play all 17 games. But in the prior 3 seasons, he basically averaged 1,100 to 1,200 yards and 4 touchdowns. I think he can be a higher touchdown guy in this league. I really do. Honestly, his style of play, he's kind of just a better Darnell Mooney. Smaller, quicker guys. DJ Moore's a little bigger at 6 foot. They can stretch the field, get separation, double moves. Justin Fields, we know, is a great deep ball thrower. I think that's going to fit really well with DJ Moore. He's still a young guy. He's only 25 years old. He's about to turn 26 in April, but for a really young guy, a player still ascending in this league. I like that move quite a bit. Maybe the Bears could have gotten a 2025 first instead of a second if it not for DJ Moore, but I'd rather take Moore and still get the second-round pick in 2025. I'm a big fan of that. Now, you look at the updated draft order and where the Bears sit now, and you kind of start to map this out, right? So Carolina is clearly picking a quarterback at number 1. Houston is clearly going to pick a quarterback at number 2. Arizona is reportedly receiving calls, so if you're the Colts, you might be getting nervous because if someone jumps up to take a quarterback at 3, like the Raiders, for example, then the Colts may have to take the 4th best quarterback available. Seattle at 5, I don't think they end up drafting a quarterback. We'll see. Detroit at 6, I think those 2 teams probably go defense. We'll see what the Raiders and Falcons do, but there's a decent chance if 4 quarterbacks go in the top 8, The Bears, think of the other 3 picks that could go. Will Anderson's going to be one of those other picks. Does Jalen Carter go top 8? We'll see. Does Tyree Wilson go top 8? We'll see. Decent chance one of those 3 guys falls to you at number 9, though. It's pretty fun to think about, so the Bears could still get one of those top defensive dogs with the number 9 pick. And if there's not a player they love at number 9, guess what? They can just trade down again. Now, you look at the wide receiver depth chart, because this is something we've talked about a lot. Mooney and Claypool are good players, but can you get a true number 1? I think DJ Moore's that guy. Now, he's not peak DeAndre Hopkins or Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson, but he's a tier 2 number 1 receiver. I like what he brings to the table. Assuming Mooney and Claypool are going to be here, St. Brown showed value as a guy who can be a number 4, number 5. Velus Jones, you're hoping to get something out of him this year. I don't think you really spend a lot of money, if any at all, in free agency on a receiver. I think you probably draft someone in the middle rounds that you can develop, but it kind of feels like the Jackson Smith and Jigba thing is probably dead. We'll see if that's the case, but adding DJ Moore certainly helps this offense a ton. This is why you subscribe to Chicago Bears Now. When the Bears make a move, we've got you covered. We go live and break it all down for you guys, so subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 62,000 subs ASAP. And help us grow. Free agency starts Monday, so things are just starting to ramp up here. It's youtube.com/BearsNow. Do not miss any of it. So the Bears trade the number 1 pick to the Carolina Panthers. I like it. I like having clarity heading into free agency of where you're going to be sitting. And by the way, they could trade down again, but when you go all the way from 1 to 9, you kind of tell yourself, okay, there's a good chance we don't trade down again since you dropped that far. So now you kind of think, okay, what are this team's needs? Well, wide receiver is clearly less of a need now after getting DJ Moore. So defensive tackle, edge, you think of free agency. I think the Bears will throw money at either Draymond Jones or Javon Hargrave. Offensive line, Mike McGlinchey, Caleb McGarry, Orlando Brown. Maybe you go center with the Ben Jones or Ethan Posick or someone like that. I think the trenches is the next step here for free agency and on into the draft as well. Those are some areas I would keep an eye on. Bobby Okereke at linebacker, I think, is a position that I could see the Bears throwing some money at too. Keep an eye on all of that. Plus, what happens with David Montgomery? We have to wait and see. But this clears things up a bit of what Ryan Poles' approach is going to be to free agency, and I think that's why he pulled the trigger right now. So who do you want the Bears to draft now that they've moved from number 1 to number 9? Like, realistic type of player there. Who are you thinking at the number 9 pick? Do you still want Jackson Smith and Jigba? Do you think that Tyree Wilson is going to be there? Hell, do you go Bijan Robinson and just go all in on offense? I wouldn't rule it out. Let me know who you want the Bears to draft with the number 9 pick. I'll get some shout-outs here, and then we'll catch up on a lot of super chats. We know we got a lot to do here, so hang with us here. Who do you want the Bears to draft, Wilson or Johnson? Talking Quentin Johnston? Or no, it's Johnson. Who am I missing? Paris Johnson, offensive lineman. Jalen Carter, Lucas Van Ness. Yeah, all those guys are going to be options. If he values blue chip, Bijan Robinson. I'll tell you what, I never thought Bijan would really come into the periphery for me for this team. I'm not ruling it out now. I'm not. If you load up in the trenches with 2 or 3 or 4 guys in free agency, I would not rule out Bijan Robinson at number 9, which is kind of crazy to think about, but I think Bijan Robinson from day one could be a top 5 running back in this league. I really do think he could be. So do we draft Carter if he falls to number 9? Let me take a shot here for Christian. I wouldn't rule it out, Christian. I think it's possible. I guarantee you the Bears are doing homework on him and how they feel about his situation. Let's go to Corgini. An A would be if they traded down twice and got a boatload of picks that way, but this is definitely a solid B to B+. Look, the approach is the approach, right? You could have tried to trade with the Colts, but it takes 2 to tango. Maybe the Colts didn't want to pull the trigger on that deal, so it is what it is. Joey Quigley, where does the Bears wide receiver trio rank after this trade? Well, I still think Mooney and Claypool have more to prove. Mooney had a great year 2 years ago. Last year he was starting to pick it up, and then he got hurt. Claypool, obviously, him and Fields got to get on the same page. We know he's capable, but I think it could be a really good trio. Right now, it's a solid trio. It is, but they got to get on the same wavelength with Justin Fields. Isaiah Rosales with the super chat here. He says, think Wilson falls to us at 9, if not BPA. My gut says no, but I think 4 quarterbacks will be gone by the time the Bears pick at 9, so that's an outside chance. Let's say that's the case. 4 QBs are gone, so then you get to the 5th pick. I'm not even thinking about teams, but best players after the 4 quarterbacks. I would say Will Anderson. I would throw Bijan into that mix, but you need a running back needy team. Peter Skoronski, Paris Johnson, Tyree Wilson. It's possible Wilson could still be there. I think there's a chance. I don't think it's a great chance. I would guess he's gone, but I do think there's a chance. Eric Snare, what does DJ Moore's contract look like? I think his cap hit, let me just pull this up and see if Spotrac has things updated with him for the Bears. I think I saw on Twitter his cap hit for next year will be $20 million, which isn't bad. I mean, you think like Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams, they make $30 million a year. His cap hit is $20.16 million. So it's really not bad. And by the way, not that you would even be thinking this way, if for some reason he doesn't work out, you can cut him next year with $1.1 million dead cap penalty. That's it. So, if it's just a disaster for some reason, you can move on from him if you want to. Emiliano with the 5. If I'm Poles, I'm taking Skoronski at 9, and Jenkins are my guards set for the future. Yeah, Skoronski and Jenkins at guard. Maybe you sign a tackle to pair with Braxton Jones. Then you just need a center. Skoronski would be the Quentin Nelson blue chip. I like it. Sign him. Cut Cody Whitehair. Let's ride. Keem, so is this what hope feels like for Bears fans? Great way to start the weekend. And I do want to give some love to my wife, Hannah. We had a date night scheduled tonight, and it's probably not going to happen now. She was a little bummed, and she's been a trooper. She's 35 weeks pregnant, as a lot of you guys know. So everyone type Hannah in the comments. If you're watching, honey, I love you. I'm sorry that this happened when it did, but you're my biggest supporter. I'd like to think I'm your biggest supporter. So shout out to her because I couldn't do this without her support. This job isn't a standard job. Sometimes you have to come in. Today was my off day because I'm actually working on Sunday. So she means everything to me. So appreciate her for letting me do what I do and being my biggest supporter. This was the Brian from earlier. Shout out Brian with the Hyundai piece. He's a legend. Eric Snare, what does DJ Moore's contract look like? We just answered that as well. $20 million hit this year. Unlast highlights. As much as I like Bijan, Nolan Smith at 9. Nolan Smith is an interesting one because his athletic traits are off the charts. His production at Georgia was kind of hit and miss. So that's kind of a Poles thing. Does he feel comfortable with that? Does he think the staff can develop him? If he does, then it's probably a good pick. Greg Monahan with the 100 from earlier, too. Shout out to Greg. Let's just get an update, too. We're at $590 in Super Chats. We want to flash the menu again for those hopping in here. Then we'll catch up on some more Supers. $5 will Beers cheers you. $10, we're taking shots. $20, FGB, FGB. $50, Trace will do a Freedom Funnel. For $100, I'll do a beer bong. We're also 58 likes away from 1,000. Trace and I will do a beer bong race. So like the video if you want us to race. Here are the trade details for those just joining us. Bears trade the number 1 pick for a first and second this year, number 9 and 61. A first next year, a second in 2025, and DJ Moore. I think it's a good trade. I think the value's proper, and I'm very excited. Let me know who won the trade. B for Bears, P for Panthers. Get your votes in the comments. Someone says you said $5.99 already. If I did, I missed. Oh, it's because I factored in the Venmos earlier. So we're actually at $6.10. You're correct. Good call. We're at $6.10. We're at $6.10 with the $20 in Venmo. If you want a Venmo at HGramNFL, we will take those as well. And all your donations help us grow. I mean, producer Trace knows. We were able to hire him and a few other people because of how much these channels have grown. Then we hired another group of people. So it's exponential growth here at the company, and all your donations, they help us do that. All right, let's go to Tresner. Tore it apart to center around Fields. I love the direction the Bears are going. I also love it. I'm excited. I think Ryan Poles has a clear vision, and he's trying to execute it. He's trying to execute that vision. I assume someone's working on the highlight. Cool. Let's go to Greg. Ooh, a 25. That's a FGB, 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 FGB. He says, awesome trade. Now can we focus on O-line and D-line in the draft, plus free agency, Greg. Bears fan from Hayes, Kansas. Shout out to Greg. He's a legend. From Harrison Graham's beard. This is back in the old studio days. I've been hoping they trade down with Carolina because I'd rather a haul than one of the top two def guys because how much we need and how free agency looks. Top defensive guys. Listen. So I like this trade with DJ Moore because the free agency group sucked. And Trace, who actually covers the Falcons or the Saints for us, I don't think Michael Thomas is hitting free agency all of a sudden.
I don't think he is.
It sounds like they're trying
Reports coming in today and last night.
Extension to lower that cap hit? Wow.
Talks are going good. I'm just saying, I know he don't play. I know everyone calls him Slant Boy, but as a Saints fan, if you can get a guy back that's willing to
when he's
take
healthy,
less money,
he's great.
Why not?
Well, and my point was tying it to the Bears. If he doesn't hit the market, the wide receiver group just isn't that good. That's just the reality.
Well, you got Juju, you got Julio Jones.
I think Juju's going to go back to the Chiefs too. So you get DJ Moore thrown in this trade. That's big time. Rick with the 5 as well. Shout out to Rick. Appreciate him for hanging out. Poppy Chulo sits. Let's get on updated mock. That will happen. It might even be. I'm in Sunday. That might be my Sunday show. So be on the lookout for that. We got to do updated free agent targets too. So lots of stuff to do, but. Yeah, don't worry, guys. The content doesn't stop. We're not going anywhere. Darnell, thank you, Lovey Smith. Yes. Shout out, Lovey Smith.
Lovey.
Brian. $100 super chat. $100. By the way, my number isn't updating on the dashboard. What does it say for you?
I got $740.
Okay, 740. So plus 20 from the Venmo.
So 760.
We're 240 away from 1,000 and debuting the Fields boot. Justin Fields beer boot. That's 3 beers I will chug if we get to 1,000. So let's make it happen. Yeah, Trace is going to do a beer bong for this one. Or a Freedom Funnel. It's the same thing. He says, move to New Hampshire. Good trade for us. In Patriots land, I expect a drink for second chat. Hey, listen. I'll chug the rest of this Truly. Trace is going to do a beer bong. We don't mess around here.
See, here's the thing. You can play games, but we don't.
We don't. We ain't scared.
Not even a little bit.
We are not scared at all.
Not on Fridays.
Listen. I just want to shout out Trace, too, because it's already been a hectic Friday. Players are getting cut left and right. A couple of producers are on vacation before free agency. And
we do.
You just got to be built different.
Got to be. It's what we do. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
FGB.
Type T for Trace, H for Harrison. Let's go. It's hard to chug fast straight out of a beer. Not that I'm fast at chugging. That's not why I lost. Unless only people who can just open their throat, keep your mind out of the gutter, and where it can just go straight down. I can't. I'm not one of those. I can't do that. So yeah, it doesn't work. Shout out to Brian. Brian, we're here every day. Subscribe if you haven't. You're an absolute legend, man. You're an absolute legend. Sean Conaday, I love the trade, but I would have preferred Burns. I'm guessing Carolina was not making him available. I will say it's kind of telling that Carolina is going to trade up for a quarterback, and they were willing to move a receiver to do it. So that's how desperate they were. So there you go. FGB. 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 Timothy Smith with a 20. With this trade, I did a mock. Okay. Tyree Wilson. Well, oh, here he is, producer Jack, hanging out. He's been at the Call of Duty event. Is he relieving you? Are you bailing on me? Oh,
I'm going to produce other stuff.
Okay. Oh, you mean to get? Okay, I see what you're just trying to get out of here before midnight. Hey.
They needed help, so who did they call?
Hey.
Ghostbusters.
Trace will tell you. We called Jack the Tank.
Here's the thing about the tank. He's the man. He's the myth. He's the legend. He comes in on his days off. He comes back whenever he's already left. Everyone get Tank in the chat.
Hey,
Green wall, baby.
Hey,
Big win today.
Big win.
Optic, let's go.
Let's go.
Hey,
Tank in the
he was
chat.
he was at it. It's here in DFW.
Big win for Optic.
Let's
today.
go.
Let's go.
Optic. Let's go. It was pretty cool. Are you going the next 2 days too? I guess they play tomorrow, right?
Yeah, they play tomorrow morning. I'll be there.
All right.
Follow me on Twitter. I'm posting clips and photos and stuff.
Shout out to Chris saying Tank. Luis says Tank.
Tank.
Oh, yeah,
Yoder, when we get
see-through shirt.
see-through shirt.
You can't see me.
Hey, you trying to chug a beer if we get to 1,000 Yodes? Hey, Bossman Yodes is here. If we get to 1,000 in super chats, our boss, who is a father of two, will chug a beer. So hey, let's make it happen. We're $240 away, $240 away. Hit that super chat function. Sal says need 2 beer bongs. You got 2 $100 supers. I think we just did those. So Brian says just drink. Listen, technically that's an FGB chant, but I think he wants a shot from each of us instead. But
Here's what we can do. Here's what we can do. We can chant FGB a couple times and then rip a shot.
FGB, 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 FGB. Bottoms up. See, Trace that's how you know he's from the Harvard of Arkansas, which just straight out of the bottle.
My Hogs tip off against the fraudulent Texas A&M Aggies in a minute.
Hold on.
In a minute. Pig Suey! Let's go!
I can't ever cheer for Texas A&M, so go Hogs, baby.
Aggies.
Go Hogs.
F the Aggies.
My TCU Horned Frogs are about to slaughter the Longhorns tonight. Let's ride. We already took down Bossman Brett's Kansas State Wildcats last night. Andrew asked, by the way, would you still draft JSN? I'm not opposed. I think it's less likely now, but let's see how free agency goes. Mr. Nobody, would you consider signing Meyer? Do you mean Jacoby Myers? Explain 3-Tech. So, 3-Tech, without getting into the nerdy side of it, 3-Tech is your more of your pass rushing defensive tackle. He's usually in that 285 to 310 range in terms of how big he is. 1-Tech is more of your run stuffer, like your nose tackle, 330-pound guy. Think Vita Vea. He's the ultimate 1-Tech. But 3-Tech is guys that can rush from the interior. Chris Jones is probably the best in the league at it.
Just kind of having this realization. The Bears, they get the first overall pick. Shout out Lovie Smith.
Yep.
They're able to trade this pick away, get a hell of a return. You get DJ Moore. I think you got to say thanks, Nagy. I think that's a thanks, Nagy.
Is it a thanks, Nagy?
Is it a thanks, Nagy?
I don't know.
Could be. People are talking.
People are talking. Hey, the Nagy regime got Justin Fields. There's something to it. After this Super Bowl, show the menu again, Trace. If people want, they might need some motivation to get to 1,000. Just got the news. Came straight here. What we get? Okay, here are the trade details. Bears trade from 1 to 9. They get the number 9 pick, obviously. Number 61, first in 2024, second in 25, plus DJ Moore, a number 1 receiver to pair with Justin Fields. I love the trade. I think Ryan Poles hit this one out of the park. Here's our super chat menu, and we're $240 away from 1,000. $240 away from 1,000. $5 will Beers Cheers. $10 shot of Fireball. $20 FGB. FGB. $50 Trace is doing a Freedom Funnel. $100 I'll do a beer bong. We're making it happen here. And if we get to $1,000, I've got this sick Justin Fields sticker that I'm going to put on a beer boot, which when you fill it up is 3 beers, and I will chug that as well. Bossman James Yoder will come chug a beer if that happens. Trace will do a bonus beer bong if that happens. We're going to party. Let's get to $1,000 in super chats or Venmo at HGramNFL on Venmo if you guys want to donate over there. I'll put the link in the chat. One sec here. Why don't you read this one, Trace?
All right. This one coming in from Ashton Lyons. Rams are thinking of trading Jalen Ramsey because they are going into rebuild mode. F the Rams. And the Bears trade the 2024 pick for him, and they ain't trading back.
I'm not trading that 2024 first for Jalen Ramsey. He's a good player, but that's a move when you think you can win a Super Bowl this year. The Bears are not – I think they're going to be improved, but that's a move that, like, the Bills make, right? Where, like, they've been on the cusp, but they haven't been able to get over the hump. The Bears don't make that move right now. So, as much as I would like Ramsey, I don't think that that is that's a realistic option here. Appreciate the super chat from Ashton. Are we caught up here? Okay, we got a lot more to do. Shout out to everybody hanging in. We'll get more super chats, and I'm down to hang out. I want to make this thing happen. Cedric! Cedric!
Oh my goodness!
A $100 super chat.
FGB! 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 FGB!
Let's go. That's a beer bong for your boy here, so I'll do this one. You're on deck. See, Trace is a great live breaking news producer because he's always willing to drink. And that makes a difference. So
Hey.
shout out Cedric.
Y'all know the drill. Get the HGs in the chat. We gotta support our guy. He came in on his day off. He left date night with Hannah. Show some love to HG in the chat. Get HG, get Hannah, get FGB, all of it.
By the way, you want to know the irony? You know what our date night was?
What?
We were going to go to Cocaine Bear.
What?
So, luckily, I still feel terrible, but luckily, one of her good friends is taking my ticket, so she's still going to go see it. But I'm trying to think of ways to make it up to her. So I think on the way home, just do the I don't want to reveal too much because she might be watching, but I'll make it up to her. D. Wilkes says Hannah's the real legend. Who does Hannah want at number one? That's a good question. You know, one of these
Great
times,
question.
I think it'd be fun for content where one of these times she comes on for a mailbag and just takes questions with me.
Hey,
I
would
think
you
that'd be
want
great.
Hannah in the chat? Or would you want Hannah to host a mailbag? I think it'd be fun.
Be fun.
I think it'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be fun. I think we'll
And baby Max Duggan could also make an appearance.
Max Duggan Jr., yes. He can make an appearance as well. That's good stuff. You guys get it. She'll see all this, and she'll appreciate it. So shout out to all of you. More super chats while this fizzles down, and then we'll make this happen. What's up, Trizzy? Oh, okay. Grady, I'll do a couple more, and then I'll keep it going. Harrison, I remember way back last season you were going over possible trades the Bears could help him out. DJ Moore was on your board, and we finally got him today. Yeah, at the deadline, when they traded for Claypool, I was open to DJ Moore because he was linked to rumors, and that didn't happen. But that's why you subscribe, man. Help support the cause, support the channel. I want to say, it's. Let me just say this. This show really isn't about me. It's about you guys, and it's not just a one-man show. We got a ton of producers that help out, other guys behind the scenes. Like, I couldn't do this alone. We got a full graphics team with all these cool graphics that go on screen. I have a ton of support from the higher-ups here that believe in me to run this channel, so I'm honored. We publish daily content. I feel like we do a decent job, and if you want to stay entertained and informed on the Chicago Bears, then hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. We have fun too. We drink on the show. It's a good time. Like Trey says, we like to party, but we also give you entertaining and informative analysis. Like, we're kind of that hybrid of Barstool and ESPN, where ESPN, they're hitting the hard news and stuff. Barstool's partying. We're doing both, and we're having a lot of fun doing it. So if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, and we'll keep it moving. We're 45 subs away from the next milestone, 61,300. Can we get there? I'll take a shot if we get there. I'll take a shot. All right, Harrison Graham's beard. How does the contract look? $20 million, just over $20 million cap hit for this year. Then he's got 2 more years on his deal, which are, I can look. Cap hit next 2 years, only $16.5 million. For a player of DJ Moore's caliber, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. From Devontae, would you prefer to get JSN, Bijan, or Carter at number 9? Trace, I'm going to need you to take this shot for this $10. And while you're taking the shot, or after you take the shot, I will rip this, and then we'll keep it moving. We will keep it moving. Shout out to Devontae. I'll answer the question now. Out of those 3, if Jalen Carter checks out, like with the legal stuff and all that, like if they sign off on that, I would go him 1. Am I crazy for saying Bijan 2? Like,
I like Bijan, man.
I don't want to get reckless, but like, at worst, he's a damn good running back. At best, he's one of the best in the league. And when you're a team that wants to run the ball and with Justin Fields a threat to run it too, like, that's exciting to think about.
This is one of those situations where you really do have to wait to see how free agency pans out, being that the Bears have a ton of money.
If they address the trenches strong in free agency,
go crazy.
I would not be against Bijan Robinson in the draft.
I wouldn't. And my thing is, I think if you're the Bears, you do everything you can in order to put as many tools around Justin Fields as possible.
Exactly. Even if the defense kind of stinks for another year, like next year,
guess what?
Me,
you have a bunch of first-round picks next year too.
If at the end of next year you undoubtedly know Justin Fields is the guy, like I think most of us think he's the guy, but if there's no doubt at the end of next year, regardless of wins and losses, that was a success.
I think,
and then 24 and beyond, you're like, all right, now it's time to like, let's be a playoff team for the next decade and try and win Super Bowls. Like that's.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the move. I think the Bears are going to be doing some good stuff. I can give out shout-outs while you're.
Trey's going to give out shout-outs. Let's
drinks.
do this beer bong here. Let's
all right.
Oh!
Brian!
So Trace. Okay.
I'll come up there.
Here's the deal. We're $7 away from 1,000. Let's cross 1,000. We just need $7. And then you, me, and Yodes are gonna race.
Oh, y'all are getting
three-man race.
Y'all are getting so
Three-man
smoked.
race. We need a $7. We need someone sending a $10 super chat. We're good to go. We're good to go.
Y'all are getting dusted. It's not even gonna be fun.
Brian says, "FGB, drink, my friend." We're gonna do a 3-man race. And then we'll owe another bong on top of that. We'll make it happen.
So Solus with the super sticker, $5. Appreciate
there
you.
There it is, Michi Milano.
Let's
go fetch Yodes,
Let's go.
And we're racing.
Let's go.
Oh, there they come in. Those are all shots, too, these $10 ones. Hold on. Michi says, let's go, Hannah. Let's go, Hannah. She's the GOAT. She makes it all possible. Her support really is the difference. So, yeah.
This is for the squad.
This is for the legends. We just crossed the stack. Just crossed the stack. So Trace is going to go fetch our boss, and we're going to 3-man race this piece. 3-man race this piece. Let's go. Let's go. Uber home, fellas. Oh, don't worry about that. That will happen. Trust me on that. That will happen. Arby's are a dime a dozen. I do agree, but I do think Bijan's a special back. I do think Bijan's a special back. But I do agree that you have much bigger needs. Carter at 9. Carter's there at 9. I'm in. Assuming the legal stuff checks out, nothing more comes out of that situation, I'm in. Brian says you missed my super chat. I don't think we missed it. We still have a lot to hit on. We'll catch up. We'll catch up, Brian. Hang with us. Hang with us here. Shout out to the real ones. Shout out to the real ones. Let's go. Chris says, I just found, what'd he say? 2 minutes? Okay, so let's hit a few more super chats. Our boss is on a call. Listen, he's got a lot going on. So he'll be here in a couple minutes, and then we'll do this race. We'll do this race. Solace and Solitude. So we have some shots, so I'm just going to have to drink. I'm going straight from the bottle. Trace, you take this one.
It's time to just throw morals out the window.
Listen,
Cheers.
it's that time. It's Friday, you know?
It's time to be like Aaron Rodgers and not give a shit, you know?
but still FGB at FAR.
But still FGB, FAR. Those guys are frauds.
All right. Eric with the 5. Sorry for the double question. It said the first one didn't go through. I guess it did. You're good, Eric. You didn't have to super chat to tell me that, but
You're good, brother.
But I appreciate the donation. Brian, what if we take Christian Gonzalez if he falls and solidified our back 4?
I like that.
Look, I do think getting another corner makes sense. Would I take one top 10? I got to see how free agency goes. Scroll Baca, he says Bears O-line, Orlando Brown Jr., Skoronski, Whitehair, Jenkins, and Reef. Could you imagine? I think Whitehair might be done, man. And I definitely don't think they're moving him to center. By the way, Reef stinks. You don't want Reef. He's done. He's absolutely done. Sealand!
Uh-oh.
Sealand! All right, here we go. So we'll go back to Sealand here. But Yodes, get on screen. We're 3-man racing this, so
Guys, just chug or what?
yeah. So Trace will count us down whenever he pours 2, and the 3 of us. So I'll get on the edge here. Boss man Yodes can be in the middle, and then Trace will be on that side. We crossed 1,000 in supers and Venmo, so we're gonna make it happen. Trace, you count us down. Yeah, we're good. We've done a couple.
3, 2, 1, go! Let's go!
Trace slightly beat me. I almost got to that time. It's hard straight out of the can. It is. That was good. Shout out to James Yoder, our boss. Type James in the chat for him hopping on.
Good work, Bears.
Let's go. Bear down, baby.
Thanks, Bears, for being a company.
Let's go.
Is it JSN Fields reunion?
I think with DJ Moore being in the trade, that might be dead. We'll see.
Hey,
never
Harry,
know.
Let's play a game real quick. Let's do a sub shot clock. So
Okay.
I want to see how many subs
Hop
we
on
can get.
screen and let's explain this.
I
want to
see how many subs.
Oh,
this
I
Bears
totally
can get.
forgot.
Oh, we got to hit that. Oh, shit. We got a lot of drinking.
Bring the boot in here. I'll put the
We got some
sticker on.
drinking to do. We got some drinking to do.
Explain this game first. Let's do this
All right.
first, and then we're doing the Fields boot.
So how this game works, if you're not subscribed, you are allowed to participate. If you're subscribed, unfortunately, you can't. So we currently have 61,265 subs on the channel. I'm going to set a 2-minute timer. However many subs we pick up, we just lost a sub. However many subs we pick up, I'm going to take sips of beer. So
if we get 100 subs, that's 100,
I'm 100 sips of beer.
I like that.
I'm not scared. It's a Friday. My work's done.
I just turned sub only back on.
Let's go.
So if you're sub, type FGB. If you haven't, hit that sub button. I'll go 2-minute timer here. Oh, we got a Venmo. Oh, Brett with the 7. So same guy with the 7 from earlier. Brett Gilliland. Shout out Brett. He said, should the Bears now trade up low number 1 and high number 2 this year? I don't know. It's a good question. I appreciate the donation, though. All right, let's there he is. There's the full graphic. Shout out Brett. Type Brett in the chat if you want to Venmo me at HGramNFL. I'll put that in here. All right, where are you going? Get the boot. Okay, we'll do the 2-minute timer when Trace gets back. More supers flying in. We got a lot going on here. Shout out to the real ones for hanging out. You guys are legends. You guys are absolute legends. I know. Love to see it. So here, I'm going to put this sticker on. Let's start the 2-minute timer, Trace. I want you to take lead on this.
All right. So final tally. Let's look at what the final number is before we start this thing. 61,273. So we're starting the 2-minute timer right.
Look how beautiful this looks, by the way.
God, that's sexy.
Ugh.
Timer starting now. Sub.
Every new sub is a sip of beer for Trace for the next 2 minutes.
Come on. I don't want to walk home. I want to have to like log roll home.
Or sleep here.
I want to sleep on the couch at the Chat Sports studio.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Definitely won't be the last time either.
Exactly. Let's go.
Let's go.
Next 2 minutes. We're up to 275, 277. Let's
that's
go.
2. That's 4.
If you want, I think it's 7. It was 71 when it started.
It was 71.
8.
Shit.
Let's go. We're up to 8 sips.
All right, let's
10
go. Come
sips.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
Sub.
11
sub.
And hey, other reasons to subscribe: daily videos, Bears news, rumors, live shows, free agency, NFL draft coverage. We're here for all of it. We're not going to let you guys down. Hit that subscribe button. Join the family here. Let's make this happen.
Get me
18
hammered.
news sips, 19 news sips. We're 10 away from 61,300. Come on. Hit that sub button.
Come on.
Let's go. I'll get some FGB shout-outs, too, for anyone in the chat. Illume, we got SSM. Where are we at on the clock, Trace? Justin says FGB. Chris.
45 seconds. 45 seconds left.
Here
Let's
we go. Clock's ticking. Tyler in the chat. Achito in the chat. Das Boot. We're ready to go. The Fields Das Boot. This is sexy, man.
Dude,
I'm excited about
beautiful.
this. I'm excited about this. What do we got? 30 seconds?
We have 30 seconds. Let's
30
go.
seconds.
Come on.
We're at 29 new sips. We hit 61,300.
How many subs?
29 sips right now.
Come on.
Hit that subscribe button.
Come on.
29 sips. That might be a couple beers worth.
Come on.
Hit that sub button.
Hit that sub. Hit that sub. Hit that sub. Hit that sub. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, I'm going to hit refresh.
How many do I have?
We're at, it started at 271. 314 is what I'm seeing. So 43 sips of beer.
Wow.
For Trey. So
shout out, y'all.
I think you fill this up, and while I do this, you do your sips.
Hey,
you do your sips. Let's make it happen.
Do you want me to go fill it? You want me to go fill yours up?
Yeah,
for
go
you?
fill this up. Go fill this up. You know what to do. Go fill this up. Doesn't matter. Coors Miller. It's all good. Get the FGB chants going in the chat. 10 sips equals 1 beer, according to Johnny Chimpo. I don't know if that's true. We're going to have a day, though. We're having a day. Got to get some water in me. We're having some fun. All right? You guys are legends. I know we got more super chats to hit. Let's make it happen. I'll say this. I think the record here on Bears Now is, I'd have to go check. I think it's 2,100. So we're about halfway there. I don't know if we can get there. 2 records that we could potentially be chasing. 2,100 in total super chats and / Venmo at HGramNFL. I'll put it in the live chat for anyone who wants to Venmo. And then also, the biggest individual super chat that we've gotten is $300. Brian is sending 3 $100 super chats, but the biggest individual super chat is $300. So if someone sent in 301, they would have the record. They would be on the Mount Rushmore of super chatters here at Bears Now, which we'd probably start a list if that happened. $301 super chat. Hey, that's what we're here for. Hey, bring it in. FGB. 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 FGB.
I hate Aaron Rodgers. He's fucking fraud.
Let's go full screen on this piece. I'm going to chug this boot. Trace is going to at least start his 43 sips. We'll see. How many? You got enough ammunition over here? Okay. Yeah, we'll recap everything and keep it moving. We have supers to hit, too. I told the people the biggest super chat we've gotten is 300 channel record. So 301, someone would set the record. 2,100 total is a channel record as well. So, listen, we'll see.
I know I'm at least going to need 2.
All right. I'm gonna try and time myself. This is probably a bad idea, but bad ideas are good ideas sometimes.
See, so being an SEC guy, I've always
The Harvard of Arkansas.
Leads to good stories.
He's repping the Hogs right now.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
Fuck the Aggies. Bad ideas lead to good stories.
So here's the deal.
Gonna say that.
Type chug in the chat for both of us. He might not be chugging, but 43 sips he might as well be. Chug. 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 chug, chug, chug. The unison, the team,
great.
the chemistry is just
It's
unmatched.
criminal that they don't have us do more live shows.
I know.
It's criminal they don't have us do
We
more
need
live
Trace on more shows. We might have to make that happen. All right.
shows. We did.
Here we go. Cheers, buddy. 43 sips for him, a boot for me, 3 beers worth. Listen, happy Friday. Let's have a day. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So how many sips is that?
20.
Okay. I'm almost done.
23 more.
23 more. Sips
Sip
on
on
the
the
wall.
wall.
23 more. Sips. Take one down. Pass it around. 22 sips on the wall. Cheer. I beat a minute with a nice little break. First Fields boot down the hatch. Good work. I think you're good there.
5 more.
5 more? All right.
I'm done.
A little spillage, but listen, it's keep going. That's up to you guys. That is up to you guys. So
Did you hear that?
Johnny says so frustrating, so frustrating. So let's go. Time to get high on life. That's what we're doing. Let's recap the trade here. Bears trading down. That's why we're live. Trade the number 1 pick to the Carolina Panthers. Here are the trade details. Bears get number 9 and number 61. They also get a first next year, a second in 2025, plus DJ Moore. Panthers get the number 1 overall pick. I love adding DJ Moore to this offense. I think he can be a really good fit with Justin Fields. His numbers were a bit down last year, but Carolina was a mess at quarterback. Played 3 or 4 different guys, Baker, Darnold, P.J. Walker, for crying out loud. The guy was slinging it in the XFL 3 years ago, and he's throwing passes in the NFL. 3 years prior to that, still with bad QB play, he averaged basically 1,200 yards and 4 touchdowns. So good player. He's going to fit well on this team. I am absolutely excited to have him on board. So shout out to you guys. Let's actually, we'll go this, then updated. I do want to see the updated draft order as well. DJ Moore, he's your wide receiver 1. Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool in there. St. Brown, Velus Jones. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited. Could add another receiver to the mix. I like this move because the free agency class sucked at receiver, quite frankly. So you get DJ Moore, and you're in good shape moving forward. So here's the updated draft order. Carolina and Houston, they are locks to take quarterbacks. If Arizona stays at 3, I think they'll take Will Anderson. If they trade down for for someone else to get a quarterback, then I think the top 4 picks will all be quarterbacks with Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Teddy Richardson, and Will Levis. Seattle probably goes defense. Detroit probably goes defense. Raiders, I think, is a team to watch to trade up to 3 and get a quarterback potentially. Maybe Atlanta as well. Bears now sitting at 9. I'm just going to throw some names out there at 9, Trace, okay? They're not all going to be there, but names that could make sense. I don't think there's any scenario where Will Anderson falls to 9, so I'm not even going to include him. Jalen Carter with the legal stuff. If he checks out, like if you're not worried about him, I think he's an option. Tyree Wilson, if he's there, love him at 9. Do you still go Jackson Smith and Jigba? I doubt it, but maybe that's an option. Bijan Robinson, the Texas running back. Miles Murphy, I think that's too high for him. Paris Johnson, the offensive tackle out of Ohio State. Peter Skoronski, the offensive lineman out of Northwestern. I think those are a couple guys. Who did you say? Corner? Yes and no. I don't think they're going to take one top 10, but Christian Gonzalez is, I'll say this. Bears fans would love Devin Witherspoon out of Illinois. Keep a kid local. I don't think they'll go corner top 10, but you never know. But those are some names. I don't think Murphy goes top 10. So we'll see. We'll see. Go check out our draft channel, by the way. You're going to see some content from me, Tom Downey, the rest of the staff here at Chat Sports, youtube.com/chatnfl. I'll get that link in the live chat here. If you want more mock drafts, draft rumors, draft nudes, or not nudes. Peter Skoronsky posing, available on our draft channel. Mitch joking all these years. I've finally said it. I'm not shitting you. Peter Skoronsky. Oh, shit. I'm cooked.
Hey,
I'm cooked.
Get us drunk.
Get us drunk.
Get us drunk. Get us drunk.
Let us know, who do you want the Bears to draft? Rob says, oh my. Zach says, bro is buzzing. Harrison, you're killing us. Listen, we have fun.
Hey,
I mean, what else can you do?
If you're not trying to have a... So here's the thing. Talking ball is all about being real, being cool, chopping it up with the boys, hanging out with the lads. And part of that is a little bit of nonsense.
By the way, lads, great European term.
Lads is
Elite.
it's a phenomenal
Go get
term.
a pint with the lads.
If
that's not hanging out in downtown London, I don't know what.
I don't know what is.
That's fantastic.
Elite names for your squad. The lads, the fellas.
Philip says, Hannah, please get your hubby a bib. LOL. Listen, I'm putting my body on the line.
Hey, Hannah, I'll clean them up for you and then I'll send them home. All right? We'll make
Trace
sure
has
that's
it covered.
taken care of.
Trace is completely trustworthy in these situations.
See, here's the thing. You straight up said it. You would trust me to watch your baby over some people.
Well, listen.
I'm just some.
I'm not going to name names, but Trace is higher than some.
Yeah.
Trace is higher than some. At least one that I can think of in particular. So, shout out Trizzy. Who do you want the Bears? Leroy says, I'm UK. Lads. Hey, listen, Leroy. Guilty pleasure of me and my wife Hannah's Love Island UK. Unbelievable.
Love
show.
Island is a fucking banger.
The winter season right now
is a fucking
has been
banger.
Phenomenal.
Love
Chef's
Island
Kiss
is incredible.
For anyone who's watching, Tanya's a fraud. Biggest fraud in the history of that show. Shaq needs to dump her ass, but listen, it's been awesome. I've not seen that.
So there's this other show out, similar to Love Island, and it's called MILF Manor.
I've seen what's the show that Love is Blind.
Love
I've
is
seen
Blind.
that
That's
one.
it. So MILF Manor is hot moms and their sons. They all show up to an area, it's like an island or whatever, and then they date each other.
That's fucking weird.
So like, you're not dating your mom, obviously.
No, but like,
this ain't Alabama.
But it's still weird. Could you imagine
Dude, no, it's
you
disgusting.
and your mom going to an island with
No!
that?
No!
Yeah, I'm out. I might have to watch it though, but I'm out.
Dude, it's so good.
It's entertaining.
It's so fucking funny.
Has this show started?
Dude, what?
MILF Manor?
Yes, it started.
I've never seen it.
It's out there.
Remember the trailer?
It's out.
Is it
There's
Netflix?
like 5 or 6 episodes.
What show is? What network?
I think it's on like, dude, I don't know what network it is.
I'm looking this
I
up.
know a YouTuber who like reacts to them, and it's so good.
I remember the trailer like 6 months ago. I never know it came out.
It's insane, James. It's wild.
You were all over that show. MILF Manor with the sons?
Let's keep this. Oh, we got to get back to Sealand. Sealand. Single largest super chat ever for the channel. You're the largest, Sealand, with 300. You trying to break your record? You set up 300.
Sealand, bet you won't break your super chat record.
He did 300 to do the Lovey Smith white beard.
Hey, bet you won't beat it. Bet you won't send 351.
That's absolutely. Let's see. I'm looking up MILF Manor. It's on.
Dude, it's wild.
TLC?
It is, yeah, TLC, the Learning Channel.
Dude.
The Learning Channel is putting on MILF
The only show I've ever watched on TLC is, what's that show from like 15 years ago? Trading Places or Trading Space? My mom loved that show, and I would watch it with her occasionally. Good show.
Great show. Great show.
That was kind of the first like home improvement show.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
That shit's incredible.
Phenomenal.
Hey,
Shout out Sealand.
Sealand, come on. Chop it up. Let's go.
Hey, $301 super chat record here on the channel. Thanks, Nagy, in the chat. Thanks, Nagy. Thanks, Nagy. Thanks, Nagy. Thanks, Nagy. Let's go to Harrison Graham's beard. Thank you, Houston. Thank you, Lovey. Thank you, Lovey. Thank you, Lovey. Thank you, Lovey. Steven with the 20. That's, what's 20 again?
FGB. 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 FGB.
FGB. He says, free agency on Monday. We need a dream scenario. Free agency with cap implications by then. Listen, I'm going to try and do what I can. I am in Sunday, so maybe that's my Sunday video. Names to watch out for the Bears on Monday. Mike McGlinchey, Caleb McGarry, Draymond Jones, Javon Hargrave, Bobby Okereke. Those are no. They didn't even go to his workout. He's going to go to a contender. He's going to go to a contender. Mr. Nobody says sign McCole Hardman, Hannah do a mock draft. Mock draft with Hannah would be fun. Just let her make the picks. Honestly, listen.
Would this turn into the fantasy football? Oh, I'm going to draft him because he's hot. Would that be what it turned into?
I don't know. I'll tell you what. If we get to $2,000 in super chats,
we have to. We have to do
which we're just over 1,000. We got a long way to go. If we get to 2,000, I will do a mock draft with Hannah on this channel. I don't know if it'll be in the studio or at home. She is 35 weeks pregnant.
I'll gladly produce it.
We will do a mock draft on this channel with Hannah if we get to 2,000.
I'll produce it.
We got 1,300 people watching live. If everyone sent in $1, we would get there. $1 from everyone. If we get to 2,000, Venmo 2 at HGramNFL. What's up? That's right. Michi says, go Bears. That's a 10. I'll take this shot. Trace, you're on deck. Oh, you can take the next one. DT. Let's go.
DT.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm not going home for a while.
That's my offer. 2,000 total in soups. We'll do a mock draft with Hannah. It'd be fun. It'd be fun. Ken with the 10. Well, Trace handled that one for me. What a gent. What a gent. He's going to be blitz for this Arkansas.
I can get this one
What time
too.
Does Arkansas play?
35 minutes ago.
Hey, if you want to throw it on here.
Oh, shit. We should do a watch party.
What? Arkansas watch party? Hey, listen. If we keep getting super chats, we'll go watch party mode for it's conference tournament week. I know there's a lot of
And it's the Hogs. It's Eric Musselman.
Right,
How could you
This
not?
one's me, Antonio. He says, take back the North. Let's go. Let's go. Do you know what channel it's on? I can find here. Freddie with the 20. FGB. 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 So Arkansas. Let me see. I'm not seeing them. No. He says, what does the edge players look like for agency and draft? Also, how's Tevin Jenkins' injury looking? I think Jenkins is fine from everything I've seen. Kansas up 7, by the way. UConn and Marquette tied at 38 at halftime. That's kind of electric. All right, so we got it is SEC Network. Good call. Do you know what that is on Spectrum? It is DirecTV? No, it's Spectrum, isn't it? Edge for the draft is like Tyree Wilson, Will Anderson, Miles Murphy, etc. For free agency, Yannick Ngakoue is a guy I'm interested in. Marcus Davenport, but not a great edge free agency class.
Marcus Davenport last season had more games suspended than sacks.
So is it Spectrum? What is it? I think it is Spectrum. SEC Network on Spectrum. Oh, it varies by location. That's Spectrum. I don't know. I don't know. There's a remote up there. Well, maybe it is DirecTV. DirecTV is 611. All right. Shout out Freddie for a 20. We'll get more super chats flowing. We're having a time here. Hang on, guys. Is it spec? What is it? Get to the next super. Mr. Nobody says trade somewhere 11 to 17 and take Devin Witherspoon. Maybe. Oh, Brian! 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 Brian!
Yeah, fuck the Aggies!
We found the Arkansas up 10.
Let's go!
Arkansas up 10.
Pig
Suey! Let's
That
go.
is so much fun.
That is electric. That is electric. All right. Brian with the 100. Brian. 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 All right. I owe Brian a beer bong, so we're going to make this happen. And then, Trace, you're going to have to take the next one. You're going to have to take the next one. He says, in total, let's set a new bar, boiler up. If we get to 2,000, we'll do a mock draft with Hannah. That'd be fun. I don't know how we'll do it, but we'll do it. We will do it. All right. Trace, you keep them moving here.
All right. From Paul P. Chulo. Shouts out you. You've been sending hella soups tonight. Cut losses, flip Claypool for a third. We can't pay $60 million to wide receivers when contracts are up next year.
They're not punting on Claypool this early. They're just not going to do it. Honestly, you know what might happen? Whoever's better out of Mooney and Claypool this year, that's the guy you keep because they're both on the final year of their rookie deal.
Yeah.
Whoever has a better year, you probably pick one and keep them. The other one you might let go. So, hey, let the competition begin. That's what I say.
$20 from Jacob.
FGB. 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 Shout out to Jacob.
Bear down.
He's a real one.
Jamal wants Bijan. I love Bijan.
Dude, I'm opening to the idea. Maybe it sounds crazy, but you want blue chip players? Bijan Robinson's a blue chip player.
Bijan Robinson.
He's a great culture guy.
He makes plays.
And he's a playmaker. And he catches the ball out of the backfield. Like, if he was just a runner, I'd be like, okay, no. But he's a guy you can throw the ball to. He can get you 50, 75 catches a year.
Let me rephrase. Bijan makes plays against teams that are not Arkansas.
Yeah, true. Listen,
Facts.
it's hard to beat Arkansas on the road.
It's hard to beat a pig team. It really is.
That's just how it is.
Cheers, boys.
This
I'll
is
take
you,
a shot.
Trace. Shout out to Mario. Let's go to the next one. This is you again, Trace. He says fireball for the boys. You may have to get a fresh bottle. Do we have more in there?
I have another bottle right now.
Okay.
Are you ready for this one?
Hey, it's me, Tony V. Oh man, the trade was huge. I'll take the next one, Trace. Let me knock this out. Let me see.
Oh my goodness. Wait, we're almost caught up. We have 2 and we're caught up. Holy
Hannah
shit.
says I'm gonna try to get Hannah on FaceTime. She says she looks like a hot mess, but I'm gonna try.
This is just like when we were trying to get Kylie on.
True.
We gotta get him on. Getting a future first with DJ Moore from Alex. I love it. Love it too, bro. Love it too, bro. Philip. Hey, Harrison. Great job with the show. Shout out to you. Do you know what the health status is with Darnell Mooney and Eddie Jackson coming off a season-ending surgery?
Jackson's recovering well. Both should be good by training camp. That's all that matters. Hopefully
Knox,
sooner.
the 24 number
Hey.
1 could end up being a top 5 since Panthers.
All right, hang
have
on.
A rookie.
Hang on, Trace.
I'm gonna go full screen for you. I'm gonna go send you.
You
full.
look great. What do you mean a hot mess?
Everyone type Hannah in the comment
Okay.
section. Type Hannah.
So, okay, I'm going to put the audio next to my mic. I already explained the situation, how I had to bail on date night because they traded the number 1 pick.
Hannah, can I go with y'all to see Cocaine Bear?
Trace wants to see Cocaine Bear with us. Okay, so they've been really supportive. Guys, I got Hannah on the phone. You guys will see her in a sec. Do you have a message to Bears fans? Thank you. What else?
We just got our crab rangoon.
Oh, okay.
Go Cowboys.
She is a Cowboys fan. Listen, Bears are a second squad, but hey, I will say this too. So we actually have a parenting class tomorrow. It's better now than tomorrow. Fair? And And you get to hang out with Grace. You're one of our good friends.
He's taking care of me tonight. That's on you.
I'm really sorry. It's one of these things, but here, there she is on screen.
Hannah.
Tell me she's not the most beautiful 35-week pregnant lady you've ever seen in your life.
Hannah.
I am the luckiest man on the planet. I told our audience earlier, your support is the only reason I can do this. You mean everything to me, and I love you, and I'm sorry that tonight got messed up. I am missing Cocaine Bear, which no cap. I'm honestly butthurt about. I am pissed that I'm missing Cocaine Bear.
Oh my God, $300!
A $300 super chat. Oh! Let's. All right. I love you, babe. I'll see you soon.
No, I'm not.
Sealand. Hang on. I gotta bring Hannah back on. It's for my wife specifically. Hang on. Okay, so the guy who sent in $300 says this super chat's for you. So, do you have any thoughts on that? Sealand is what we call him. He's also married.
I'll send you a crab rangoon.
Okay. There she is. She's absolutely beautiful. 35 weeks pregnant. The biggest superhero on the planet. I love you, babe. Y'all have fun tonight, okay? All right, love you. Sealand. Brian says Harrison is the Cocaine Bear. A $300 super chat. So, okay. Get up here, Trace. Full screen. Steven with the $100 super chat. Let's go. I think Chase got a little tired of the chants. He closed the door. Sealand and Steven. All right, so we got to do another race. You got to get.
I'll finish this if you finish that.
No, get the funnel. Let's be a little logical here. Let's get the funnel. If you need more, here's another Truly. Take one of these. Oh, you got one? Okay, you're good. All right.
Let's be logical.
This is
Why would that make sense, Harrison? Why would that make sense theologically?
Listen, that's it's Friday. Logic's kind of thrown out the window at this point. I think Raiders is getting wild too. Can we get an update from them? All right. Count us down, Trace. Type H for Harrison, T for Trace. Who wins?
They want a table, ladders, and chairs match.
By the way, we are $500 away from a channel record and from Hannah doing a mock draft with me.
Is
this
2K the record?
2,100.
We're breaking it.
For 2K, we'll do a mock, but
I'm not leaving this studio until we get to 20.
Trace just said he's not leaving until we break the record. $500 away.
Refuse.
Lucas says, you boys still going? Hell yeah, bear down. Get the bear downs going in the chat. Bear down, bear down, bear down. This is for Sealand and also, I think it was Steven Schauger. Subscribe if you haven't. Daily Bears coverage. Let's go. Count us down, Trace.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go!
I got you that time. Rare win for your boy here. Hey, you know what they say. The more you drink, the better you get. I mean, that's just how it goes. That's just how it that was me in beer pong, especially in college. The more I drank, the
better you get.
The silkier the jump shot got.
The thing is, the less you think about it, the better.
Exactly.
It's always less think about it, the better.
Exactly. Shout out Sealand. We'll get Steven on screen as well. It's getting a little wild.
God, I hate the Aggies. They're so fucking
It's getting wild.
They're so lame. So lame.
I'm trying not to break the seal, Trace, but that will happen soon, I think.
If you need, hey, here's the thing. If you need me to tap in for
Trace
you, I got
is good
you.
to go.
I
He's
got
good
you.
to go. He's a real one.
I got you.
He's
I ain't
an
scared.
absolute real one.
I ain't scared.
All right, Steven, shout out to you. I think we each owe a pool for Steven.
Yeah.
Cheers, Steven. Shout out to Steven. Need some water to chase that.
Oh my God.
Listen,
It ain't good either.
Trace, I know you didn't sign up for this, but you're a trooper, my
Hey,
friend.
I didn't sign up for it, but I'm glad I ended up there over here.
Trace was having a stressful day. He needed to take a load off anyway, and that's what we're
It
doing.
worked out. It
That's what
worked
we're
out.
doing. Brian with the 10. Here's a quick little restructure more. 4 years, $75 million guaranteed, $17 a year. Sign Hargrave to play 3 tech. Cut Claypool next year. Well, he's a free agent after next year. Draft Marvin Harrison Jr. Draft Christian Gonzalez at 9 this year, and Carter in the second with JSM. Here's the trade. If you're just joining us, still have 1,100 live. We're down to hang out for a bit. Bears receive a first. Number 9 moved down from number 1. They also get number 61. They get a first next year, a second in 2025, plus DJ Moore. Panthers get the number 1 pick. What's up, bro? What are y'all at on Raiders? Are y'all still going?
Yeah.
What are y'all at?
We're at one.
Jeremy Jug's hanging out. What are y'all at?
We're at 1.8.
We're gonna
Race to 2K?
We're gonna race.
Okay, hey, listen. Our Raiders channel is...
Don't.
Are you in shambles?
Dude, we have like 3 boots we got.
I did my first Fields boot. This looks kind of legit.
Okay. I was actually looking for where. I'm going to crank open another boot.
So listen, the Raiders channel is at 1,800 in supers. We're at almost 1,700. If we beat them to 2K, Trace, I'll do another boot.
Let's do it.
If we beat them to $2,000, I will do another Fields boot.
We told them $300 boots, and we had 4 members of Mount Raidermore come through.
Raider Nation's crazy. Bears fans also delivering. Happy Friday, buddy.
Alopecia.
Happy Friday, buddy. Go Hogs, baby. If we beat them to 2,000, another Fields boot. Another Fields boot. And hey, if we get to 2K as well. Steven says we beaten them. Steven just dropped the Hyundai. Who's going to help Steven out? Let's go. Jeff Stewart with the 2. Aha, Harrison, let me get a job over there, please. What?
My God!
Steven! 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 Steven!
Oh my God!
Let's freaking go. Someone says we forgot Brian after Sealand. Did we miss Brian? Scroll back and just see if there's a Brian super chat. There's a Brian. Is there a different Brian in total? Let's set a new bar boiler up. Well, 300, that's another race, I think. We're almost, well, once we get to 2K, that's another boot for your boy. We're not.
Oh my God! And Sealand with the 100.
Sealand! 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 Sealand!
Let's go Bears!
We just crossed 2,000.
Let's go Bears!
We just
Let's go Bears! Let's go Bears! Let's go Bears!
Let's go, Sealand. We beat them to 2K. We just race. You doing a beer? All right. Yodes is hopping on. Trace, you trying to race him? You guys race, and then I got to do a boot for crossing 2K as well. Oh, my goodness. All right. Yodes is back. Yeah. Maybe the trade falls through and we do it again. Don't think that's going to happen. Oh, go Hogs, baby. Let's go. Hogs up 13 at the half. All right, so producer James Yoder, we got producer Trizzy hanging out. They're racing again. Hey. Okay, let's go. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to count you down from 3, 2, 1, go. On go, that's when liquid can hit mouth. So here we go. Shout out Alex with the 20. 3, 2, 1, go. Type J for James, T for Trace. It's close. Oh, the old man still got it. He ain't that old. But the old man still got it. Ooh, bucket. Let's go. On net. Juwan Howard's boys could never. Let's go. Boss man James, where's the boot? The boot is right here, so this will be filled up. So Trace will fill this up momentarily. It will be consumed, and then I will be heading to the bathroom after that. Let's catch up on supers, and then we'll fill up the boot. Alex says, LFG, let the dynasty begin. Bear down. Lovey for TC. Hey, Lovey, 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 Lovey.
We should have a new Lovey chant. Thank you, Lovey. Thank you, Lovey. Thank you, Lovey.
Shout out Lovey Smith. He's a real one. Lucas with the 10. Here's to a great upcoming season. Cheers. Yeah, let's go. Let's have some fun. Free agency Monday. It's going to be a blast, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. One word reaction to the trade. I'll get some shout outs, and Trace is going to fill me up here. Let's go. Let's go. One word reaction to the trade. Cobra says lost. Logan says Hall. Johnny says fill. The boot, it will be filled. Fill it up this time. It was filled up last time. Guys, I've had like 10 beers and like 8 shots, or like 12 shots already. Give me a break. 10 beers is a stretch. I probably had like 6 beers and 10 shots. Oh, man. Fleece from Levante, stolen from Chief. We're having fun. We're having fun here on Chicago Bears now. We're having fun. Let's ride. Let's freaking ride. You guys are legends for hanging out. We're 56 subs away from 61,400. Let's get there. Let's get there. Let's freaking get there. For you college basketball fans out there, let's. I'll get you some score updates. Second half action, 15 minutes ago. Marquette 53, UConn 46, Big East semifinals. Kansas 33, Iowa State 25 at the half. In the ACC, Duke 41, Miami 36, and the SEC, Arkansas 38, Texas A&M 25. Let's see what else we got going on. In the MEAC, you got Howard 59, Maryland Eastern something 59-45. Iona 64-58 over Niagara. Northwestern, for you Big Ten folks, trailing Penn State 38-26. 13 minutes to go in the second half. UCF trailing Memphis 40-30 in the American. Kent State 10, Akron 4. My boys, TCU, playing tonight against the Texas Longhorns. That game will take place at 8:30 Central Time. Texas a 2-point favorite.
I need you to just, like, I'm going to take this, go look in the A, like, for 10 seconds, like 5, like, just
okay.
go look.
Trace is going to give some shout-outs here. One-word reaction to the trade. Here we go. Oh, we got another 100.
No way.
Ron!
Ron.
I think we might have broken the record. Anyway, Trace is going to break it down.
Dude, you got to go see this shit, man.
What's happening?
You got to go see Raiders. You got All right. Dude, is that not wild? Hey, Harry, can we do that? Harry, can we do that? All right, so the Raiders report, it has Mitchell Renz, the host, and Jeremy Chuggs, the producer, not wearing shirts. And here's the situation. I'm willing to also go crazy and have some fun, but we got to get the Super Chats. We're at 2,100. If we can get to 3,000, I'm taking my shirt off. Don't tell Harry, but if we get to 3,000, I'm taking my shirt off. And I'm not going to tell him. I'm just going to do it, and it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious. All right, what's your one-word reaction to the Bears fleecing the fraudulent NFC South Panthers? Those guys suck. They're a bunch of idiots. They gave up DJ Moore for the #1 overall pick. Insane. Fly the J said, please keep your shirt on. Here's the thing.
I've been working out. And also, who said that? Whoever said, fly the J, please keep your shirt on. I'm the producer. All roads go through me, so I can do what I want. So, let's party. So we're way above 2,100. We're at 2,100, actually. We are at 2,100. Well, Harrison's gone. Any super chat at all makes me drink. Any super chat at all makes me take shots. I got a bottle of Fireball right here. My Arkansas Razorbacks are killing the Aggies, so it makes me very happy. I need a reason to celebrate, so give me a reason to celebrate. At least you're not golfing. I suck at golf. I'm really good at top golf, but I suck. I'm just not good at putting. I can't chip. Actually, I can chip pretty fine. Showed him muscles. Jimmy, if we get to what, 3,000, I think is what I said? We get to 3,000, you'll get to see the whole damn thing. Come on. All right, Mario. Okay, so here's the situation. Being the producer, I can't push buttons across. Mario will get your, all right, there. Boom. Boom. There you go. There you go, Jimmy. There you go, Jimothy. Jimarino. Jimochet. Lebowski, number 5. The dude says jacked. Appreciate it, dude. This is just the beginning. Hey, so here's the situation. I've been Harry's producer in the past, but I've been hijacked. Producing other content, which I love because it's helped me to develop my career. But that being said, I love Bears fans. My best friend is a Bears fan, and he's an idiot. My best friend, Michael Wickstrom, he's a Bears fan, and that's the smartest thing about him. Otherwise, that dude's an idiot, and I love that guy. Thoughts about Aaron Rodgers? He belongs in prison. A darkness retreat is, kind of weird. I get it. You got to do what you got to do. I guess it's kind of cool that he could go and do something to get higher in the price of gas without, failing a drug test. Like, shit, man. I guess if that's what floats your boat as Aaron Rodgers, fair enough. Poos! Can you please say Mr. Hames in a high-pitched voice? Mr. Hames!
Do you know what you have to do on Raiders?
I've been made aware. I could. You want me to simulcast it? I think I can.
Let's not get reckless. I think what I do is I pull it up on my phone and I just like.
Show them.
All right.
Would that be copyright because?
No,
it's the same
it's our own.
Same
We're
company,
good.
right?
All right. So here's the deal.
Wait, Gritty.
Do the gritty.
Suck it, Justin Jefferson. Sigma Jetta.
All right. So here's the deal. Trace has been summoned to our Raiders channel to do a shirtless race, beer bong race. So here, go full screen for me so I can maximize this. I'm gonna on my phone show you guys the Raiders stream, and they're gonna go race over there. So this could get hectic. Type Trace in the chat. Hey, send Will in here. This is about to happen on Raiders. Stand on your head. Type Trace in the chat. I'll give you a shout out. They say I'm cooked, yet I'm about to do another boot. It's what we do. So hang on a second. Okay, take this one and then refill me. So look at this. Mitchell Renz and Jeremy Chuggs are shirtless. Trace is going to join them shirtless, and then they're doing a boot on that channel. This is unbelievable. We got to back our guy Trace here to bring home the dub. Willie Finns, you trying to hop in here? You trying to hop? There he is. Trace is on the left. Trace is on the left. Type Trace. 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 Trace.
Trace.
What are you willing to do for a $100 super chat?
I'll do a beer bong.
Will
And I have not been able to drink for the past 3 weeks.
Will Scott has not been able to drink for 3 weeks for various reasons. He will do a beer bong for a $100 super chat, but we got to get it in the next 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Something just happened over there. They just got a big super chat, so we got to respond. We got to respond. $100 super chat. Will Scott, one of my best pals here, he will do a.
I want to drink.
He wants to drink.
I want to drink.
He hasn't been able to. He wants to.
I want to drink.
The beast is ready to unleash.
The 72-hour period is fast.
Let's go. Let's go. $100 super chat. And we got to respond to Raiders. Look at these shirtless fools. Let's go. By the way,
Raiders is catching.
how's Willie? Yeah, by the way, Raiders has just surpassed Bears in super chat. So how are we going to respond? How are we going to respond? Yeah, how's Willie Betts doing today?
Willie Betts.
There's a 20.
Oh,
Shout out, Alex. There's a
There
20.
we go.
I'm showing them what's going on in there. Yeah, I know. I'm showing them. It's Happy Friday.
Willie Betts needs UConn to come
Did
back.
UNT come back or did they lose?
They cut it to 2. They cut it to 2 with 30 seconds left and lost.
Brutal. Run! 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 Run!
Run! I'm
Do you-
gonna go get it.
Go get a beer bong, Merbonga, something. They may have all the ammo in there. Will's going to do a beer bong. We've set a channel record in super chats. 2,300. If we get to 3,000, I'll owe another boot. I still owe one. That'll be a second one. All right, they're going to do a boot race. Trace, Jeremy Chugs, who you saw earlier, and Mitchell Renz. Type Trace. We need Trace. Type Trace in the chat. What happened to the mock with Hannah? We're still going to do it. We crossed 2,000 subs. We will do a mock draft with Hannah. That will happen. I don't know when. She's 35 weeks pregnant. It will happen. I can assure you. It will happen. It will happen. It won't happen right now. She's going to watch Cocaine Bear, but it will happen. We need Trace to win. Type Trace in the chat. The mock is happening, just not today. She's not here. We'll do a video on it. Subscribe to the channel. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. They're doing this. They're about to go. Trace is on the left. Chugs is in the middle. Mitch is on the right. Type T for Trace, C for Chugs, M for Mitch. Here we go. Here we go. T for Trace, C for Chugs, M for Mitch. Levante says Trace. Yeah, no drinks for Hannah. She can't drink, although she would love to. Oh, they're going. Come on, Trace. Trace, 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 Trace. Oh, they're going. I think they're slowing down. Oh, Chugs, he's a legend. Chugs is in first place. Trace is taking a break. Oh, Trace is struggling. Trace is not going well. It's not going well for Trace. Mitch just finished. Trace is nowhere close. Trace just brought up the rear. Trace just brought up the rear. Trace just brought up the rear, guys. It's not good. It's not good for Trace. All right, Willie Betts is back. He's going to do a beer bong. He's got a Merbonga ready to go. Trace just got wiped. It was not close. It was not close. All right. Type Will in the chat. Will. 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 Let's go. Shout out Will Scott. Bear down, baby.
Bear down.
Bear down,
Bear
baby.
down.
That was a tough performance. Do you have an official statement? You're not a boot guy. I get that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Shirtless Trizzy.
I love drinking beer. I love chugging. But 3 beers is a lot of fucking liquid.
That's why
No.
Chugs is a legend.
Dude,
He's
he does the bitches in fucking 6 seconds.
They just got another big super chat, by the way.
Fucking course.
What are they up to now? What were they up to before?
Look at Jack.
Trace is going to go check. We got to respond. Here's my boot. I owe another one. This is this is going to be interesting. Let me get some water first.
Dude, I heard you go, Trent. I was like, I can't do it. I can't.
Dude, I looked up and it was like, have you even had a sip? Like, this is unbelievable. Chugs is just built different when it comes to this. It's hard, isn't it? Ah, it's tough. It is absolutely brutal. We're going to hit all these super chats, too. Shout out to Sturton. Not going to lie, this looks imposing. Another Fields boot for your boy. This is, we're digging deep here, fellas. Digging deep here, fellas. Send a runner to get some fireball shots. We got some fireball. What are they up to? 2.3. We're tied. If we beat them to 3,000, it's another boot. Listen, I got a parenting class tomorrow, and I will be there, but
There's not a better way to show up to parenting class than ever.
just a slight hangover, you know, no big deal. All right, so Trace, I think you just cycle through these soups. And oh, Ron with the 100, by the way. Well, here's the boot, Ron. Shout out
Ronnie
to you.
boy!
Trace can take a pull.
Ronnie,
Trace can
Ronnie.
take some pulls too. You can go 2-cam with this. This
Here
is
we
fine.
go.
Trace,
All right.
you take some questions. I'm gonna start attacking this boot.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm hurting, but I'm ready to party. They always say the best drinking comes whenever you're hammered. Bear down, the trade was great from Ron. Phenomenal trade. Fuck the Panthers, you fleeced them. Put a shot at the bottom of that boot. I'll just take a shot for Harrison's boot. It literally tastes like water at this point. Mario, $1. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you, good boy. Big bro. Legend. Can you please say Mr. Hames in high pitch? Mr. Hames!
Quick break.
Dude, those
Break. These boots are,
the
dude.
boots are not
You
easy.
get beyond the first one when you've been drinking already.
It's not easy.
I mean, I just felt like I did a ton. I'm like maybe halfway done. Maybe.
It's not easy. What's
God
wild
almighty.
is you're halfway done. That's a beer and a half.
God.
You think about that.
Guys, what we're
That's
doing
crazy.
here, putting it all on the line for the Bears, for Bears Nation.
Paul, hold on. We're gonna get to your super chat
Justin's taking,
soon.
or Trace is taking this shot for Justin, if you haven't already. There he goes.
Blah. All right, Paul. I see your super chat. We'll pop it up in a second. Give me a quick trade summary. I just logged on. All right, Paul. So the Bears receive, oh my God, a 2023 first
This is tough.
and a second round pick.
gotta-
And then in 2024,
We're digging deep here.
yeah, first round pick. And in 2025, you get, holy shit, I didn't even write.
It's
I
not
didn't
even-
realize you get a 2025 second.
It's not even just the it's the volume.
How? Yeah, that. No, I had plans to watch this Arkansas game. I literally texted
We're
my
kind of
buddy.
watching. Hey, Arkansas.
I texted my homie whenever this trade happened. I said,
That ain't gonna
I'll
happen.
I'll see you next week. I said I'll see you next week for March
Because
Madness.
Trace is a real one.
Said I'll see you next week. I didn't realize that the Bears also got a second round pick.
Yeah,
That's,
dude.
That's money. That's
Yeah.
money. But
Where are y'all at?
We're at 2,300. I told him if
We're
we,
exactly the same.
I told him if we beat y'all to 3K,
Race to
boot.
3K. Loser does the boot.
All right, hey, hold on, Chugs, hop on.
I gotta go tell them first.
Fuck that. You're already
all
in
right.
here.
So here's
already-
how the
you already know
I
y'all got the
I got you. I
advantage.
got you.
Come on.
I got you.
We trade the number one pick.
All right.
Here's the deal. Tell them.
First to 3K, the other channel has to do the boot.
We're 700 away. Who's going to step up? First to 3K, the other channel has to do a boot. That's on top of this one. I'm not even done with this one. Please help me. Please. I don't know if I can do another one. I mean, it's going to be unbelievable. Trace and I may have to split it. Like,
Here's my situation. If there's alcohol,
we'll find a way.
I'll figure it out.
Look, we'll find a way, but
Here's the thing. I'm feeling really good about myself. I feel really good about who's sitting in this chair right now.
Race to 3K.
Here's a
800
super
people
chat.
watching. Who's going to rally? Shout out Alex. Put a shot in that boot.
No.
Here, I'll do it for you.
Ron.
Oh, my God. That was
more than a shot.
that was a few shots.
Ron sent that 100 piece. We went wild. Harrison, get your butts up here in Chi-Town for a Bears game.
I would
Soldier
love to
Field
come
or
to
Sports
Chicago
Bar.
sometime. I would love to come to Chicago, hang out with the homies. I would not rule that out. I think that could happen at some
All right, guys. I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna put Harry on the spot. If you got to go to Chicago, who'd your producer be?
Listen, if you want to ride shotgun, let's ride, Trace.
I'm
gonna need a
love
drinking buddy.
to hang out.
I'm gonna need a
love to
drinking buddy.
party.
Trace loves to
Love
party. Let's go hit Wrigleyville. Let's ride. Bear down, put a shot on the boot. I just put like 3 in here, so I think we're covered off a little bit here.
That was the same one. My bad. Can you please scream the letter E?
There you go. Paul Hoffman, give me a quick trade summary. We already showed you.
We hit you. We hit you, Paul. We got
We're
you,
like 3
buddy.
hours in at this point, so it is what it is. Ace Bread, love the channel. Great place, your host for us Bears fan to rejoice together. Much love. Hey, shout out to Ace Bread, man. I do it for you guys.
Ace Bread. Ace Bread. Ace Bread.
What's happening, Jugs?
Gonna do a funnel. Where y'all at?
We haven't gotten any big ones yet.
Oh, God.
What are y'all up to?
We only got 100.
They just got 100. We got to respond. Who's going to respond? I can't lose to the Raiders report. I don't know if I have another boot
I
in me.
refuse to lose to the Raiders report.
I don't know if I have another boot in me, man.
Here's my situation. I don't have a boot in me, so we gotta win.
We got to win.
We have to.
We got to win. We can't lose the
Because I just refuse to do another boot.
Guys, Matt Nagy. Jesus, windpipe. Matt Nagy beat the Raiders. Surely we can.
You want to know something crazier? Matt Nagy and Dennis Allen.
Life
beat the Raiders.
Unfiltered said half shots again. I poured like 4 fucking shots into this.
Yeah,
I will
that's-
not take the slander. I'm coming in on my off day, bringing you this shit. I'm not hearing it.
Chicago goes 3,000 equals 5 beers. I set the comment record that one day.
Arkansas, let's go. Just threw one down.
Let's go! Pig Suey!
I might just stay up here for the TCU game at this point. Just stay live.
Fuck it, why not?
Let's have a party. Let's go. Type me if you're fired up. We got to get the soups going, man. I better check Venmo just in case. You never know who might have done something reckless. Oh no! I hear the Raiders studio chugging or yelling.
I really hope we have food
Trace,
at the studio.
I'm nervous.
Here's my thing. I hope we have food at the studio.
I'm nervous. My stomach's so full, I don't even know if I can put food in.
Somebody called us douchebags but spelled it wrong. So who's the real douchebag?
Brandon, why are we douchebags, man?
Brandon.
We hit you with the hard-hitting analysis earlier.
They're motherfucking peanut butter and jealous.
We're just having fun now. Scroll back if you want hard.
Motherfuckers
Jonathan says,
hate
shout
us
out Harrison and the crew.
because they hate us.
We're hanging out. We're having fun. We got to beat the Raiders report to 3,000.
We have to.
Oh, my
We
God, they
have
just yelled again. I think we're going to lose.
We might lose.
I think we're going to lose, which means we have to do another boot.
Darn.
They're yelling in there. They're yelling in there. Oh, Brandon says like a friend away. Hey, listen, man.
Hey! Brandon!
I'll be your friend.
I'll be your douchebag friend.
Jacob says we lost. They just had a bunch of hundreds. Well, it's not too late. We're at 2,300, so we're 700 away from 3,000. Chicago Legend says 3,000. You have to chug Fireball for 10 seconds instead of a boot.
Deal.
Help us get there.
If you
Trace and I
Chicago
will
Legend,
both do it.
If you have
Trace
the balls,
and I will both do it.
If you have the balls to send $3,000, we will gladly finish
3,000
this bottle,
Life Unfiltered.
the next bottle, and the next bottle of Fireball. If you got the stones,
10
make it
second
happen.
chugs of Fireball if we get to 3,000. I will gladly do that.
Bruce says, Trace. Hi, Bruce.
Brian says I have one more super chat in me.
Oh, Brian.
Brian.
Here's the thing, Brian. You've also supported so much, bro. If you don't want to, you don't have to. That being said, we'll gladly Except, shit. My A&M friend home.
There's
homie.
Alex with another 20. Shout out
Alex.
Chicago Legend says if you get to 3,000 total. Yeah, if we get to 3,000 total, we will chuck Fireball for 10 seconds. That's the deal. He says, screw the Raiders, bear down, and beer down. Listen, we got to rally. We got to beat those frauds. Come on. Let's go. What exactly are the Raiders so hyped about? They suck. That fan base, I can't explain
They're
it.
ignorant with their money. That's what they're excited about.
Mitch, just, they're out of control.
They're ignorant with their money.
I mean, you saw the stream. They were shirtless chugging beers. I mean, they're next level.
This is
I'll tell you what.
Crazy.
I've never done this before. Are you already at 3? Oh no.
What's the craziest thing that you would do?
Why?
Wait, what'd you say? Hold on.
There's a rumor out there that the Raiders channel got a $2,000 Venmo.
What's the craziest thing you would do?
For what?
He sent it in and was like, fuck the Bears, have Harry do something crazy.
Wait, what? Oh God. I'm in shambles. Some Raiders fan said in $2,000, and I got to do something now.
Hold on,
I
we
don't
got
know.
to do a Baver
Shirtless
stock.
boot, I guess.
We got to do a Baver stock chant. Baver? Bavir?
They just got a $2,000 Venmo. I'm in shambles.
I can confidence I didn't realize you could send $2,000 on a Venmo. That's unbelievable.
I'm not well. I'm not well.
Here's the thing. I'm hurting. J-Man, can I donate $20K? I mean, if you're serious, you can.
I mean,
if you're serious about it.
I'll put my Venmo in here.
If you ain't a fraud, you'll send $20K.
That's not Venmo.
Can I get a chant for Baver stock? Baver stock.
Baver stock.
Baver stock.
I'm kind of down bad after that Venmo. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Kind of down bad.
I'm hurting.
I wanted to
It's
win.
all hitting me.
I wanted to win the race.
It's hitting me.
I wanted to win the race. I'm down bad. Who is this bald guy for Arkansas?
That's Jordan Walsh. He has alopecia.
Alopecia, yeah.
Yes, sir.
TCU guy had that a few years ago.
He's cold. Jordan Walsh, Anthony Black, and Nick Smith Jr.
Fly says, someone says, do it, J-Man. J-Man says maybe. First of all, I don't expect anyone to donate, first of all, anything, much less $20,000, but all donations are appreciated. They help us grow. It's fun. It's fun. It's, this just proves the Bears suck. You know what, Johnny Chimpo? I don't need that negativity right now.
FGB. 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 FGB.
I think we got to scrap a mailbag at some point. Y'all want to do a mailbag? Hashtag Bears or Super Chat? You can pull old ones. Honestly, just get this to 8. Just do subs. We don't need a sponsor. Yeah, we don't need that. We're good. Yeah. Post-trade mailbag. Post-trade mailbag. Hashtag Bears or Super Chat. Get your mailbag questions in. They're yelling in the Raiders studio. I'm in shambles. I'm not gonna lie. This is bad. But still gonna do a mailbag for you guys. So if you have any questions, hashtag Bears or Super Chat. Raiders just took us to the woodshed. 2,000? Yeah, I was told. What are they up to? Apparently on our Raiders stream, our boss is going to get a Raiders tattoo if they get to $10,000. They're at $5,200. I still want to get to 3K. I want to get to 3K. 2,400, I think we can do it. How about this, Trace? Every super chat that comes in during this mailbag is a shot. Doesn't matter if it's $1 or $100. You in? You in? All right.
Here's one thing about me, Harry. I ain't fucking scared.
You'll find a way.
Richmond? Oh, fuck. Devo! Oh, God damn it.
Trace is going crazy during this Arkansas game. 6-point game, 12 minutes left. Brian! 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 Brian!
Brian!
Oh, I'm positive, Brian. Raider Nation's just, they're psychos, but this has been a hell of a stream, man. Down to keep it going.
So,
he says, stay positive, go Bears. Get the Bear Downs going. Alani says, I hear you're going to do a tattoo.
Quick update, yeah. Told Mitch Raiders, they're 5,100 now.
Okay.
They get to 10,000. I'm getting Raiders tattooed on my arm. No cap, no lie. Just saying, Bears? Bears in the left shoulder? I don't know.
If we get to 10,000, he'll do a Bears tattoo too. Holy shit.
Only 7.3.
Alani says, I got 300 in singles. What does that mean? Does that mean you're trying to go to the strip club tonight? Is that what that means? All right, so before we get into this mailbag, Trizzy's got a piss. Totally understandable. I broke the seal. You know, we're having fun. Just throw the trade up on screen. That works. Yep. Throw the trade on screen. Oh, Jack's still here. Jack will produce. He'll step in. What is it? Oh, my God. You sons of bitches. Do I have to go shirtless? Is that the deal? On this stream, or do I have to come over there?
We're sending them over here.
Oh, okay. All right. Go full screen, I guess, Jack. Hang on. I have to do a shirtless boot because they got a $2,000 Venmo. So I'm embarrassed. I'm a little overweight, but this is what I agreed to. So here we go. Jack, mic up if you need to.
Hello, folks. I'm here. There's a 20. Let's go.
I can really use some super chat support. I'm not in great shape.
We're gonna hit.
I will admit.
We're gonna hit these supers after the shirtless boot. Don't worry.
It's you know, you win some, you lose some, right? Oh, look at the Raiders channel. What a bunch of sons of bitches. All right. Well,
Down it.
DJ Moore's cap hit is just over 20 million. Listen, I'm about to be a dad. If this isn't a dad body, I don't know what is.
You look great. You
Gotta
look
lose
great.
some weight, but
You look great.
you know, my wife still loves me, so that's good. All right. Well, let's give it a roll.
Give it a roll.
Cheers.
Let's go.
Oh my God. What is it? What is that? Chugs, come in here. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Give me some paper towels. Dude, this is like a chunk.
Oh my God.
Dude, look at this. Look at this. That is not just food dye. It's like a... Oh my God.
Is there like charcoal in there or something?
Dude, this is unbelievable. Dude, talk about not mixing it at all. It's just sitting up here. God almighty.
Gotta mix it in.
Yeah, that's your job, not my job. That's your job. Oh, God. All right, well, I got to do a Raiders boot, and don't be a whiner. Fuck you. All right, here we go. Dad bod is in peak form. Let's go.
Everyone spam chug, 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 chug. Everyone spam chug, 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 chug. Chug. Chug, 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 chug.
Somehow we've just evolved into stop reporting.
There he goes. There he goes.
This is bad.
nice. Hold on, I'm gonna hang up.
Trace, you got to hop on. Right now.
What's up? What? What? FGB! 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 FGB!
FGB! FGB! FGB! FGB! I don't know whose drink this is, but I'm finishing it. Fuck it. FGB! 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 Alright, Jack said I need to hop back on the producer chair. Okay. Alright. It's FGB. It's FGB. Where are the jabronis at? Alright, let's break down this trade detail. So, the Bears. Where are the jabronis? The Bears. They traded for, well, they traded the number one overall pick to the Carolina Panthers. However, they shut up, Jack. However, they received the 2023 first-round pick, which is number 9 overall. The 2023 second-round pick, number 61 overall. The 2024 first-round pick. And then, on top of that, the 2025 second-round pick. And then on top of all of it, DJ Moore. You get a wide receiver. So, we have the wide receiver depth chart moved up. And it looks as follows. So, DJ Moore, he's going to be your wide receiver 1. Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool. Obviously, you traded for Chase Claypool last season, and you traded for Chase Claypool. That being said, I think as a Bears fan, you can understand. I don't think Chase Claypool was ever a wide receiver 1. I think Darnell Mooney has a very valuable spot in the wide receiver depth chart, and I think DJ Moore is a very valuable person and player to have at wide receiver 1. Equinemius St. Brown, wide receiver 4. This wide receiver depth chart, all you were missing was a bona fide wide receiver 1, which is why this trade makes sense, which is why this trade is applicable, and which is why this trade is nice, because you can still go address wide receiver with number 9 overall. You can go get a Jackson Smith-Njigba, a Jordan Addison, a top wide receiver draft target, or you can develop and you can get depth at the defensive line. You can go get a Jalen Carter. Maybe if Will Anderson falls, I doubt that he falls that far, but you can go get a Will Anderson. You also need offensive line. I don't think an Osiris Torrance out of Florida, an offensive guard, I don't think that he's necessarily what you need. I think a Peter Skoronski out of Northwestern, I think that's more of what the Bears should go get. I obviously think wide receiver is important, but you have to build in the trenches. You have to give Justin Fields time to throw the ball. You have to give him time, space to run if that's the route that he takes. It just be like that, man. It just be like that. So if you want trench, who do you want the Bears to draft number 9? Who do you want the Bears to draft number 9 overall? Let me know. Who do you want the Bears to draft? Are you crazy? Anderson and Carter gone by the 5th pick. Anderson might be gone. Carter might not be, because Anderson's definitely going to be gone. Carter, after some of the things that came out had been released, maybe you see him around in the 3rd pick. Tyreek Wilson, Jalen Carter if he falls, Jackson Smith-Njigba, the junior from Ohio State, Paris Johnston, Tyreek Wilson, Texas Tech defensive lineman. Dude's a dog. Also, my Razorbacks are blowing a lead. They're only up 45-42. So this is unfortunate. No, there was, but we were also up by 8, 10 minutes ago, I swear to God. That being said, we're waiting for Harry to come back. If you haven't subscribed, you got Husky dudes not wearing shirts, talking ball. What more could you want? This is the real Chicago. This is the real Chi-Town. You can't be scared. Wild one. Holy shit. You challenge the Raiders report with 3 Raider more members online. Are you nuts? Wild one. Here's the thing. Harrison Graham, not nuts. Me, I'm fucking crazy. Wild one. Thank you for sending the $5 super chat, my boy.
Appreciate it. What happened to Harrison from Louis? Harrison he had to go run a quick errand. He had to run down the hall to a certain room that has a certain thing that he needs right now. So he's doing his thing. He'll be back here in just a second. Now let's get Aaron Rodgers out of the division tonight. Yeah, F Aaron Rodgers. Let's get that fraud, that criminal out of the NFC North because fuck that guy. What did the Raiders do? The Raiders went crazy. Our Raiders report with Mitchell Renz, Jeremy Chuggs, they literally just went like we were late. We were neck and neck in super chats with them. And then we were like, hey, race to 3K. And then in like a blink of an eye, they had like $5,000. So now our boss, James Yoder, is offering to get a Raiders tattoo if they get to 10,000 in super chats. So Jacob, Harrison's questionable to return. No, he ain't. He ain't like Mitchell Trubisky. He's coming back. He ain't like Mitch Trubisky. He's probable. He's coming back. Jonathan Upshaw, bear the fuck down. Cheers. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I don't know why I took my shirt off. I just kind of did. Harrison is in the blue tent. Yeah, he's getting his ankle. He's getting his wrist wrapped up. Also, real quick, I want everyone in the comment section. We have 588 people watching. I want everyone in the comment section typing JL. Because Jack Lauderay, the absolute legend, the man, the myth, the tank, the legend, was off today. He had PTO. He was out at a gaming tournament watching his favorite fucking team play. And Jack Lauderay said, you know what? I love my job. I love the people I work with, and I love this company. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to fucking produce some content. So everyone type JL. Alani, Dylan, J-Man, Ron, Mike, John again, Dylan again, Alani again, J-Man again, Dylan again. Keep the JLs coming because Jack Lauderay, the motherfucking tank, he ain't ever scared, and that dude is an absolute legend for coming in on his day off. Shout out Jack Lauderay. I just got to say that. Harrison Graham may or may not be throwing up right now. I do not know. That being said, I can't confirm nor can I deny. So, Keith is typing JL. J-Man's typing JL. Shout out Jack Lauderay. Daniel says, please drink water tonight. Yeah, Optic played. They're playing again tomorrow, right, Jack? Tomorrow morning. You're going to be there, right? Fuck yeah. All right, Jack Lauderay gets to see his boys play. They caught a dub tonight, right? They caught it. Who do they play tomorrow?
I'm thinking they play Florida.
Okay.
I got to look at the schedule.
Okay.
If that's the case, I'm a little nervous, but we'll see. There are games still going on right now as we speak. So I left.
Dude, yeah, keep the JLs in the chat. Keep the JLs in the chat. But
yeah, Optic play I think first match tomorrow, so I'll be camped out to watch the matches tomorrow and Sunday.
If you want Optic to win, if you want Optic to catch a fucking dub, just keep typing JL because Jack Lauderay has earned to see his favorite team catch a win. Oh, is it really? Is it really? Oh, they're the Texas team. They're the Texas team, right? Okay. So Jack Lauderay, he's got this. Also, the jerseys are fresh. Dude, the stadium looks awesome. Holy shit.
Bro, when they won?
Dude, that's fucking electric. Harrison Graham is back. No puke. That's how you know he's a real one.
I'll be honest. I tried to puke. I did try to puke, but the body wouldn't let me. I will say this. I can't do another boot. So if we get to 3K, which is another boot, I'll do it on another show, but the stomach is full. Dude, I don't get, how do Chugs and them do, 5 boots? The science doesn't make but, eventually you have no room. I feel 100 pounds heavier than I actually am, and I'm already big. You guys saw me. I'm not in great shape. This is unbelievable. Alex says I'm gay. That's okay, man. Seriously, you do you, bro. I'll be your friend. You just kind of rolling through. Shout out AG, Garrett. I really can't drink much more, guys. So Trace will try to drink where he can, but FGB, FGB, FGB. Shout out to the last super wild one. That's a Raiders guy. He challenged the Raiders report with 3 Mount Raider more members online. Are you nuts? Listen, wild one. You got to give me credit for having stones.
Hey, if
I'm
we
not
have
back-
anything,
I'm not
it's a
back-
fucking nutsack.
I'm not backing down. This Arkansas game's heating up.
Also,
I think we should try. I hate to say, just piece together old. All right, we're gonna hop into. We still got to do this mailbag. You got a what? That'll be. Wait, hey, start right now. Start right now. Just hit stop the stream, start the stream. We're good. We're good. We're going to do a mailbag, hashtag Bears or Super Chat. Get this piece to 8, and then if you guys are still super in, we'll hang out. If not, we'll call it here. I mean, it's it's been a day. It has been a day. Let's ride. That's legendary. Show the people that. Cam this piece. Holy shit. Trace has clipped the producer mic to his chest hair. What a legend. What a... It's an absolute ledge. Will did it earlier, so I bet it's in the sink. All right, hashtag Bears or Super Chat. If you have questions following the trade, let's get those. Someone says, how much do you weigh? I won't reveal a number. The number does not start with a 3, though. I promise you that. It starts with a 2. That's all I will say. Yeah. Subs, we don't need to sponsor anything. All right, here we go. Mailbag time. Hashtag Bears or Super Chat. This is about as deep as I've dug on this show, and do it for you guys. So let's have a day. Hashtag Bears Super Chat. It's mailbag time here on the channel. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. I am Harrison Graham. It is mailbag time, and this mailbag comes after the Bears trade the number 1 pick to the Carolina Panthers. So if you have any draft questions, free agency, trade ideas, we're answering them all here on today's show. So submit those questions by using hashtag Bears or Super Chat. We'll start with DC Viper here. JSN or JMS? So Jackson Smith-Njigba, the Ohio State wide receiver, or Minnesota center John Michael Schmitz. I mean, all things equal, JSN's a better prospect, but I kind of do think the DJ Moore addition in the trade kind of takes receiver not completely out of the equation at number 9 where the Bears now pick, but probably out of the equation. John Michael Schmitz in the 2nd round, I'm in. I think he can be a long-time starting center. Obviously, you're not going to draft him at number 9, but I'm a big fan of his game. Super chat from the Stuttering Sports Analyst. We need left tackle and center to be top 3 offense. Yeah, I think the Bears got to decide if Braxton Jones is their guy at left tackle. If he is, obviously you got to get a right tackle. Is that Mike McGlinchey? Is it Caleb McGarry? Can you convince Orlando Brown to play right tackle? Do you sign Orlando Brown to play left tackle and move Braxton Jones to right tackle? You got options. Peter Skoronsky, Paris Johnson Jr. in the draft as well. Center options. Do you sign a guy like Ben Jones in free agency? Ethan Posick. So, yeah, I think the next step for the offense is the offensive line. From Ezra's Art, free agency signings. Free agency opens Monday. We'll see what the Bears' plans are. I think, obviously, trenches. Defensive line, offensive line. I think linebacker, too. Bobby Okereke could be a guy the Bears want to sign. So keep an eye on some of those positions. Milani, 3276. We signing Draymond Jones, Jawan Taylor, and Ben Austin Powers Monday. That'd be a hell of a Monday, man. I'm lukewarm on Jawan Taylor. He's a good pass blocker, not a great run blocker. We know this team wants to run the football, but I'd be okay with him at right tackle. Ben Powers, if you want to cut Cody Whitehair, could be your left guard. So we'll see. And obviously Draymond Jones along with Javon Hargrave have been defensive tackles that have been linked to the Bears to play that 3-tech spot. Stay informed on all things Chicago Bears by subscribing to the channel. The latest Bears news and rumors coming at you here on a daily basis. We will continue to cover all things free agency, draft, trade buzz, news, rumors, mailbags like this one. We'll bring you videos every single day. From Philip Palmisano, what would you do if the Bears have Jalen Carter available? If he's sitting there at number 9, I would be very tempted. Assuming like no more legal stuff comes out from that situation, he's a great talent. I can't speak to his character. I don't know him like that. That's up to the Bears. I mean, they've got to do their research. They got to talk to him and make that determination. But if he's there at number 9, it's going to be hard to pass up. From Jess Laseth, would you rather draft O-line and sign D-line or vice versa? In my opinion, I would rather have older linemen around Fields. Yeah, I think free agency, things I for sure want to get in free agency. I want to get the 3-tech in free agency. I want to get that handled. Jones, Hargrave, I don't care who it is, get that handled. I also want to get a right tackle. McGarry, Orlando Brown, even if he plays left tackle, move Jones to right, that's fine. Mike McGlinchey, get those 2 spots handled in free agency. Beyond that, I think it's icing on the cake. Philip Palmisano, what would you do if the Bears have Carter available at 9? Would you draft him? If no more details emerge from that legal situation, then I would probably be comfortable taking him at number 9. Obviously, if more information emerges, then that could change things. But that's up to Ryan Poles, Matt Eberflus to get a feel for his character and make a decision. But I think he's a top 3 talent in this draft. If he's sitting there at number 9, that's pretty appealing at the end of the day. Who do you want the Bears to draft with the number 9 pick? Bears move from 1 to 9 by trading down with Carolina. Who would you like to see the Bears select with that pick? Let me know down in the comments section below. From Daniel Hinton, should we trade back one more time on draft day or stay where we are? I think it depends who's available. Like if Jalen Carter, Will Anderson, and Tyree Wilson are all gone, I could see a trade down scenario. But is Peter Skronsky available? Is Paris Johnson available? Do the Bears draft Bijan Robinson? I wouldn't rule that out now. I don't think they'll go receiver, but JSN could still be appealing. So keep an eye on what the Bears do on draft day. They've got some flexibility now. From Thomas Daly, what about offensive line and running back Barkley? Well, Saquon Barkley got the franchise tag, so he's not an option unless they rescind the tag. O-line, again, I think right tackle is the big one to monitor in free agency. McGlinchey, McGarry, Jawan Taylor, maybe Orlando Brown. Those are the 4 names to monitor. At center, Ben Jones, Ethan Posick. Those are a couple of guys. But I think at running back, it's keep an eye on David Montgomery. If he signs elsewhere, then draft a cheaper free agent could be in the works to pair with Khalil Herbert. From Litchwood Lakoko, do you think the Bears are going to take an O-lineman or Bijan Robinson or JSN or defense? And what do you think they will do in free agency? I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. I would just be guessing. I'm pretty confident in this. I think the Bears will sign a right tackle and a defensive tackle in free agency. Beyond that, purely guessing. I think Bobby Okereke is a guy they're interested in at linebacker. I do think the scenario to drafting Bijan Robinson is possible. Would I project it? I wouldn't necessarily project it, but I think that door has cracked open just a little bit. Return of Kyle Orton. Kyle Orton might be the only guy on the planet drunker than I am right now. Notorious TBG, with the number 9 pick, would it be insane to trade back up with the Cardinals and draft Anderson? Yeah, the Bears aren't trading up to 3. Now, if Will Anderson falls to like 7 and he's there, maybe they do that because it's just too good a value, but this is still a team rebuilding. You don't trade a ton of picks to move up for one player. So I don't think that's in the cards. I'll be curious to see what the Cardinals do with that number 3 pick, though. From Laura Weisner, how many years does Moore have? DJ Moore, so he's under contract, I believe, for 3 more years. His cap hit for the upcoming season is just over $20 million. The next 2 years, $16.5. Love the value. I think he's going to be a great player in this offense. From Ron Panday, I would have liked a 2025 first-rounder. Should the Bears trade down again for more draft picks, possibly another first? I mean, look, if one of those 4 quarterbacks is still there at 9, I could see a scenario where they trade down again. We'll just have to wait and see. This is what they got in the trade with Carolina. A first, they fell from 1 to 9 this year, picked up a second at 61, got a first next year, a second and 25, and DJ Moore. I think they basically chose DJ Moore over a first and 25. That's what it sounds like. Still got a second and 25, so I like the trade. It'll depend who's on the board at number 9 when they pick. DC Viper, trade with Denver for linebacker Josie Jewell, maybe a 4th or 5th round pick. That's fine. I think there's enough guys in the draft and free agency, though, that you don't have to trade a pick for a guy like Josie Jewell. But, yeah, I mean, obviously you want to pair somebody with Jack Sanborn. From Jeffro3, do you think the Bears trade back up to a couple spots to get Anderson or Carter? I don't think they'll trade up. That would surprise me. You never say never, but I think they're a team that has a lot of needs, and they're valuing volume right now over moving up for just one guy. Now, what is your one-word reaction to the trade with the Carolina Panthers? Let me know down in the comment section below your one-word reaction to the Bears trading down with Carolina. A couple more questions here. DC Viper again. Oh, we already hit this one, Josie Jewell. Let's go to Matt Rice, who's up next. How did the Bears fill the space between 9 and 53? Look, you have 53 and 61 now, so maybe you move up for a player you like, or maybe you trade down again from 9. Who knows? Keep an eye on everything there. Yeah, I think the Bears are still in a good spot overall. JT, what do you think is our biggest positional need now that wide receiver is likely solidified for the year? I think it's just the trenches. Defensive tackle, edge, offensive tackle, interior offensive line. You got to build the trenches up. I think the rest of this roster is at least in decent shape. Otherwise, I like the secondary. You could use another corner. They can need another linebacker. But, yeah, you're right. If you love a wide receiver, then, yeah, sure, draft one. But you don't have to force it there. You might need a running back, depending on Montgomery, but you don't have to take one early. You got Khalil Herbert. Cole Kmet's a good tight end. I would like to get a second one, but you don't have to take one early. So, yeah, I think the trenches is where this team has to build from here on out. Super chat from Welke gets the final word here. Can we all just take a minute and thank Lovie Smith? Lovie, 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 Lovie. Shout out Lovie Smith. Shout out to the Houston Texans for beating the Colts in Week 17. Davis Mills, you got my support. Look, huge, right? I told you guys getting the number 1 pick versus number 2 was going to make a big difference, and it absolutely did. All right, if you're pumped about the Bears trade, type me in the comments. We'll hit that super chat from Philip, and then we'll probably sign off here. I'm about tapped out here, I'll be honest. Hell of a stream. Type me in the comments. Philip says, what are your thoughts on the Bears linebacking core? I like Jack Sanborn. Beyond that, Philip, you got to get more. Whether it's Bobby Okereke, someone in the draft, you need another backer. Ashton with the 5. What if the Bears get D-Hop because Arizona only wants a second rounder and they could use 2025 second? I think the D-Hop thing's dead. Why would you trade for D-Hop now? Like, look, you can always use more weapons, but I think trading for DJ Moore kind of eliminates that possibility. So I don't think that is going to happen. But appreciate the super chat. Kevin says me. Kenya says me. Terrell says me. Eric says me. Devin, Luis, Phil, all typing me. Trace, hop on here. Any final words to Bears Nation? I'm almost tapped out, but it's been a hell of a stream, man. Appreciate you hanging out.
I got one thing to say about the
He's
Bears.
still shirtless. What a legend.
I refuse to put a shirt on.
FGB.
FGB. FGB. FGB. FGB. FGB.
Shout out to the real ones. We got another super chat from Ashton. I will make a mock draft video happen with Hannah. I don't know how we're going to do it, but it will happen. Even if it's filming from our house, we'll do it. We'll do it. I will work that out. Ashton says, because you'll have Mooney, D-Hop, more. Yeah, but you still have Claypool too. Like, are you dumping Claypool in that scenario? They traded a second for Claypool. They're going to see that through, so I don't see another wide receiver trade happening. We're 17 subs
17
away from 61,400. Can we get there?
I'll do one more. 1 minute shot clock. However many subs we get, that's how many sips of beer I take.
All right.
One more time.
1 minute. He'll take a
because
sip
I want us to get to
subscriber.
3,400.
Hit that sub button. If we get to 61,400, Trace will take a sip for every new subscriber. I'll turn sub-only mode on. So here we go. Hit that subscribe button. We'll have a video tomorrow for you guys. News, rumors. Hit that sub button. 1 minute to go.
Sub. Come on.
Sub.
Come on.
Sub.
Let's get to 61,400. I don't know
16
numbers.
away.
I went to
think most of
Arkansas.
the people who are watching are subs, but surely there's 16 out there that have not subscribed.
There's got to be 16.
By the way, Arkansas is kind of falling apart here,
Yeah,
Trace.
we're not going to talk about that.
This is not good.
I refuse to acknowledge that my alma mater is
Just need a
shitting
bucket
bad.
here. Just need a bucket here.
Just fucking make a three. Jordan Walsh, pop that motherfucker.
Oh.
Give the ball to Nick Smith.
Oh, God, that was not a
Could
good
you
shot.
hold on? Could you imagine being a guaranteed lottery draft pick and saying, I don't feel like playing?
Not good.
Ridiculous. 15 subs away.
15 away.
15 away from
Hit that subscribe button.
61,400 subs.
What do you got, 20
Come on.
seconds?
20 seconds. Come on.
Let's go.
Come on. Subscribe for all your Bears videos,
Sub for Bears
all your
dubs,
Bears
baby.
news.
Let's go.
Arkansas is about to lose this fucking game.
Brutal.
God damn it.
Fucking A&M.
Fuck A&M.
Absolutely
Fucking
brutal.
frauds.
All right, we're not going to get to 61,400, I don't believe, but shout out to Trace for producing. Shout out to you guys for hanging out. I gave everything I had today. Everything I had. The stomach is full. I'm hungry, but there's no room, so I don't know how that's going to work. Enjoy your weekend. We'll have a video that goes out tomorrow. I'll be back in the studios on Sunday, so be on the lookout for that. Bear down, FGB, subscribe to the channel. You guys are unbelievable. Bears Nation is the best. I'm excited for Monday, free agency. We're going to be live again on Monday, so tune in for that, and we will see you guys next time here on Bears Now.